So let me go ahead and put on subscriber only chat. Oh man. Yeah, it's 3:45 in the morning. So we're not likely to have anybody up. We're just not. Um, I have been up. I haven't gone to sleep yet since last night. Don't cry for me. I haven't partied. I just had things to do, things to clean, a kid to take to urgent care. I had a lot to do. Luckily, it's just allergies that for some reason is messing with his throat. Hopefully, that's all it is. I will keep an eye out on him, see if it gets worse. Y'all know these kids go back to school. It's a thing. All right, so I just want to finish up the readings that we were to do last night. Yes, I'm taking my nails off, or rather they're taking themselves off because I washed dishes today. Oh my God, Jen, what are you doing here? I thought we were going to be by ourselves today because I came on really late. Yeah, I haven't been to sleep yet. So, I'm going to conk out after this. What are you doing up, Ladybug? Becky, what are you guys doing? Hi. Aw, listen. My heart just grew 3 sizes bigger. Because I was like, we're just going to rush through this because I'm not going to have people here today. I am feeling, I was going to say better, but I haven't slept yet. So maybe delirious. I don't know. I haven't gone to sleep yet. But I'm going to. We'll probably do maybe like an hour, hour and a half. Probably nothing long. Okay, you just woke up. That's lovely. I just got off the phone with my fiance, so I'm a little hyped. All right, so we have some things to finish. We didn't do What the Flock. We didn't do the Sussexes. I dreamt of them. How did I dream of them if I didn't go to sleep? Interesting. I guess I had a moment with them. I know somebody was reading on them. I think Susan Lynn and Lori, I think they were talking about it. I don't know. Thank you, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, so there's something about them. There's something about them that's zinging. I also heard a lot. Oh my God, y'all. Did you freaking see the tornado in New York? It started out as a water spout, y'all, and moved onto land as a tornado. I literally just read last week. I'm like, there's a tornado. I know this is just wind, but I'm getting water with it too. So I got to pull that together. That little proof clip. Yeah, girl. There was a tornado. Excuse me. And it brought flooding. And it was so funny because I'm looking at the cards going, I know this is an air card because I think it was the Ace of Swords or something. But it was the Ace of Swords in the purple deck. And the purple deck looks really swirly whirly. And I'm like, I see a tornado. I see a tornado. There was a big tornado in New York on Thursday. I wish I took a screenshot. I didn't. All I have is a video on my phone, and we can't green screen videos yet. But, yes. So I'm going to put the clip of my reading with that so that you'll see it. And then it had extreme flooding, and I'm like, I see this. It was crazy. And then, if you remember, I also was like, I see some shakies, right? And then Indonesia had this big quake after that. I'm like, she still had more to do. So that's when I read last week on this week. So we're going to go ahead and read on next week to see what's going on with that. This weekend, I haven't paid attention to the news, so I have no idea what's going on. I didn't watch Friday. So I really haven't paid attention to the news, except they're going after Natalie. So we're definitely going to read on her today. You know, she's another female. So, you know, they go after females. But there's something really sussy about this one because it's not that Ossoff talked about her. He wouldn't have been able to talk about her if they hadn't already been pushing her out. So I got to see what that's about. Now, I did see a headline, and I didn't go into it, but I did see a headline. Was it Adam? No. It was the guy with the autism, the brother who plays video games or whatever. I watched some of it, and he was like, I was right, she's a double agent. And here's the thing about us, right? We know, allegedly, Carly girl, we know, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. It just hurts me to say that because we're not, whatever. We know that man not here. So it had been on my mind, like, why the heck are they doing this? Why the heck are they doing this? Why the heck are they doing this? Because we know that man's not here. And we're not the only ones who know that man not here. They know that man's not here. And if you notice, she had this human printer thing going on since last year, and it was like under the radar, but all of a sudden she's get pushed out there. So I'm like, why? What's happening? What's the push? So there's just something really, oh, it's interesting. The word I was just going to use for her is there's something really snaky about her. Ugh. Sorry. I don't like that feeling. Okay. So, oh my God, y'all. So earlier this morning, this is why I didn't go to sleep, because I stayed up to make sure the kids got on the bus, and then I went outside and washed dishes. I like to go outside and wash dishes, you know, touch the grass, put my feet ground. And so as I was washing the dishes, now mind you, we got lizards all over the place. This is Miami. Hello. Hey, Karma girl. So we got, oh, I gotta look at the rally. Anyway, so, if y'all haven't seen my read on his other rally, the one with the police officers from Jersey, I think it was, go to my other page and see them. See that one. I break it down. TikTok had deleted my video. I think they put it back, but they deleted my video because, I don't know, I was talking in code. Thank you. But that was obviously AI, and it was so fake. It was so fake. And so it's just like, oh my God, the crime syndicate is just getting wider and wider, because why would the police let themselves be used? Okay. So, so Natalie was on my brain for us to read yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and pop her up today. We're going to start off with her since she came to the forefront. But as I was saying, I was outside washing dishes. And as I'm washing the dishes, now mind you, like I said, there's lizards all over. So I know the difference of a lizard. You know, you see them out of the corner of your eye, whatever. Something crawled out of the tree. Like something crawled down out of the tree. And I was like, what was that? And I'm looking everywhere. Because I'm like, I don't see the lizard. And it was big. Because like, okay. That's interesting. We don't have a lot of the invasive lizards that have been here. When I got here, I was like, what the heck are these? We don't have a lot of those, but we have the regular little lizards, right? Which is interesting because we weren't having those. This world is different. You know, my chickens are not even around anymore. Something shifted. I don't know what happened. But anyway, unless somebody kept them chickens. But, so, you know, they're little lizards. But what came out of that tree was not a lizard. And it was a nice size. So I thought it was one of the invasive lizards. But it wasn't, because I looked immediately. And, you know, I can see. The grass is cut, so I can see. And it wasn't one. And it was interesting because it wasn't even in the shape of one, and it came down in a weird way. Like, it didn't come down a tree bark. It came down from the branch. And I'm like, what is that? And it's an avocado tree. So, I know what an avocado looks like, too. So, anyway, it was weird. And I was like, was that an energy? So, anyway, so, I just wanted to tell you that. Because it's Spirit Week, y'all. So this weekend, we're going to feel more entities. We're going to feel more presences. But also, we're going to dream more. Because I'm telling y'all, a lot of us are traveling. A lot of us are going and receiving orders and coming back. We don't know what those orders are, but we're receiving them. Like, I get a little hint of what my dreams are, but I don't remember them at all. And I sleep like a rock, which I don't normally do. All right, so it's Spirit Week, y'all. Honestly, I think it's like Spirit Month because August has some energies, right? Okay, so I do have Natalie on here. I have Karoline on here. There was another blonde one I wanted to talk. Oh, she's not blonde. Melania. I wanted to look at her. All right, so, and it's not because there's a triangle of triangle women pitting against each other. Like, I don't believe in that shit. Um, because, like, what would they be fighting for? A ghost? He's not there, you know? And now that all this Natalie stuff is happening, they dragged Melly back out. And so she's getting paid, of course, to make appearances. So she's doing something new. I forgot what it was. But anyway, I should go sit by my computer, but I don't feel like it. I don't want to sit in a chair today. Um, because y'all, after I worked at precinct for over 12 hours on Tuesday for the Florida primaries, after I sat there, I had the imprint of that chair on my buttuckus for 2 days. I could feel the pain. The pain. So I hate fold out chairs. I'll never sit in another one again. It was imprinted on me. Like, you can see the lining. It was horrible. I had to, like, the last 3 hours, I drove home, got my chairs, because my chairs have cushion, and then took it back. But by then it was too late. Because I realized I can't sit down anymore. Oh my God, I think I'm in pain. And that's when I went and got my chair. All right, so what am I getting for her? I want to read on, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to straighten my little desk. Okay, I want to read on Natalie. Which ones do you want me to use for her? Well, let's go ahead and hit the bell so we can set the energies and I can calm mine down because I am on my energy drink. Girl, my hips are hurting so bad. It just stopped singing. Like, that was a nice long, ooh. I love that full belly bell sound. All right. So, setting the energies. What happened? You had a visitor sometime while you were sleeping and they left your front door open? You mean like a visitor as in a human one or a visitor as in a spiritual one? What kind of visitor? You know what's really interesting, Jen? I don't think it's spiritual. I do think it's galactic. No, I do think you had a starry visitor. I want to see. I want to see what kind of visitor did she have? Carly, I was talking to Susie Wednesday after class. I was talking to Susie Wednesday. Yeah, you had a girl. I bet you had an experience when you were a child. I bet you're an experiencer. Bet you. Because as soon as you said that, I saw a short visitor. I saw a short visitor. Anyway, that's why I was asking. I was like, wait. Because, it didn't give me native vibes. It didn't give me ancestral vibes. It gave me visitor vibes. Because that's part of what's visiting us. Mmm. Girl, you are in your spiritual era, honeys. This is a hermit. You are in your spiritual. This is why you're in the cave. I want you to know that. This is literally why you're in the cave. This is introspection time. And look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. And look what's up there. Look what's up there. Girl, you had a visitor. Mm-hmm. I have such a feeling that you are about to have a quantum leap, I swear. Because when I was talking to Susie the other day, I was talking to her about something, and then all of a sudden I saw you in horses again. I saw you in horses again, and it's this beautiful black knight horse. Oh, see, girl, you are about to quantum leap. Look at this Empress. You are about to frickin' quantum leap. Yeah. Look at that. Look at he's looking at the stars, and the stars are reflected at the water. The Hermit is about introspection, intuition, going within. You are in your cave moment, honey. You're annoyed. You should be annoyed. That was a visitor, but that visitor wanted you to know. Ooh, the chills I get. Look at you, girl. Listen, you are a shaman woman. You are really, really high up, girl. You're so high. The high priestess is the highest. You are about to, you're about to, quantum. Look at that. Look at that. That's literally like fire and ice, like, fire and water. Like, you're literally about to quantum. This is why you're in the cave. This is why you're in the cave. This is why you're in your dark night of the soul. Girl, I can't wait, because you're going to be taking care of so many. This Hermit won't go back in, girl. You are level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. This is so good. I'm feeling, ooh, who wants to be known? Y'all remember we got this card when we talked about the galactics last time. The Hangman. So the Hangman here in the natural, and then reaching for the galactic, reaching for their starseed self. You don't know the difference in the firmaments, the water or the sky. This is where you are, girl. This is where you are. Leave that stress behind you. Don't be afraid. Put down your knives. They're not going to ambush you. They're just going to take you to the next level. And it's everything that you don't even know your heart is wishing, but it is. The Nine of Cups, girl. This Nine of Cups. And it feels like it really, look at these pentacles. But this is so interesting, because I'm like, look at these pentacles, but only one of them looks like pentacles and the other ones look like orbs. I'm telling you, you're about to get major visitors. Major visitors, and they're done waiting. This is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They are done waiting. Time to flip the switch. Because there you are, Queen of Pentacles, once again. All right, so, I had to grab the trees for you, baby. The Mystic Forest Tarot cards. Mystic Forest. So, I had to look at that, because I wanted to see what your spiritual self was, because I'm telling you, I saw galactics just then. I feel like you're going to quantum leap. Like, you're going to quantum leap. Don't be afraid. Embrace it. Say yes. Say yes to the journey. But you are of the stars. You are brought back on Earth. You have to watch Disclosure Day. Watch Disclosure Day. Watch Disclosure Day. Okay. So, Natalie. So what am I using? Okay. I have to use these. Because they said me. Yes, girl. Natalie. The girl's stuck in the 70s. She gives me... What were those three ladies? Farrah Fawcett, somebody else. Charlie's Angels vibes. You know, some gold member. Okay. Attachment made the wound deeper, not love. Isn't that interesting? Attachment made the wound deeper, not love. You don't get to be her brand of crazy without a past. And I got the ickiest feeling just then about her past. Okay? And then the other one here says, the lesson repeats until you claim it. I do think this is going to break her spirit for her to be thrown out there. But let's see. Show me Natalie. What's her shadows? I need to put something down because I don't like all this clanking noise. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. It's interesting. So we have her dad was, what was her dad part of? I forgot. Yeah, the human printer. But okay, so we have here, you'll see this divide. It says settling always breeds resentment. It is so funny what Lysandra did. Lysandra did a version of Stan as Natalie. You know Stan from Eminem. What? That shit was hilarious. This says restlessness means alignment is overdue. Yeah, they're throwing you out there, honey. But it does have a lot to do with her past. It says, healing isn't gentle, it's honest. Almost looks like her. All right, so Natalie. Is there anything else that we are having to face the shadows of? I'm not counting that because I threw that. Natalie. No? Okay. All right, so this is the cost of becoming. And what's really interesting about this particular one, because we saw this the other night too. So that's interesting that it came back up. But we saw this right here. But you see how it looks like he has his head up his ass? Even though it's a shadow and it's bent over just like him, it looks like he has his head up his ass. Yeah. 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 All right, so what do you want for her? Oh, the petal cards. These? No. Yes? No. That was petal cards. Which ones? The ones I don't know how to read that well. The Urban Tarot. All right, let's find out about Natalie. Please don't give me a snake. Who was it that I was looking at and was like, oh my God, he looks just like a serpent. I don't think it's a doctor in Lindsay's case. I don't think that was him. It was somebody else, and I was like, he looks just like one of those things. He looked like a human version of it. I can't remember who it was. See, I got that song stuck in my head. That's what she looks like. Something from the 70s, like TV show. Okay, real estate broker. They're saying no enough. All right, Natalie. What do you want to show me about Natalie? Oh, God, I want to put something down. I don't have anything down. The only thing within my reach is my underwear. You can't do that. A pillow would be too high. Here, let me try. My packing bag? Maybe that'll help. Because I don't like the clacking sound. Better. See, I have Austin Powers or whatever that is stuck in my head. All right, so Natalie. Wait. They were spies. Go-Go Boots and Pow Pows, Charlie's Angels, Goldmember. They were spies. Taking orders. Oh my God, that's right. Because they would get the orders through the phone. And it's like, hi, Charlie. Was his name Charlie? Doot, 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 doot. Was his name Charlie? The guy who calls on the phone, wasn't it like Charlie or something? Doot, 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 doot. Yeah. Okay. Show me Natalie. What do you want us to know about Natalie? Show me Natalie. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. Like it's stuck in my head. Okay. Ooh, 3 of Cups. Yo. Y'all know the 3 of Cups is the pedo class. The 3 of Cups is the pedo class. Oh my God. And this 3 of Cups is like a dancer out of a cake. You know how that, like there's 3 hands reaching out of a cake, like the sparkler cake. Oh boy. Were you a club girl? Were you one of those club girls? Doot, 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 doot. Okay. Because then we also have the Knight of Wands, the rock star. Y'all know that when I, ooh, and the devil is right behind it. Doot, 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 doot. Oh my God. Yes, she's a child of the pedo class, but I think she also worked amongst the pedo class as a young star. Because we have a rock star. We have the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands, when we're talking about these type of people, tend to be like hitmen or something of that nature. But this is in the reverse here. So there's some recklessness here. They're outing her. They're like blowing her cover. Because it was fine while people were calling it the human printer. And then they brought out these letters. And then her family is suddenly saying stuff about she's not right in the head. So now they're finding people to put voice to stuff that they weren't doing before. I don't know if I said soldier. I can't remember. But like I said, there's the devil here. Only it's in reverse. Thank you, Bookie. And you see this devil, like he's one of those nasty people, bro. Like he's like shirtless. Basically, he's like the guys that are in these pictures when they're with these girls. So he's like shirtless. He has a cigarette. You know, he's all man spreaded. He's sitting on top of a toilet, so he's just disgusting. He's like a junkie. And that's interesting that that is right behind the rock star, the Knight of Wands, and it's in reverse. Okay, so there feels like there's some kind of severance coming here. Thank you. I'll look that up in a second. But we have here the, oh my God, I'm getting chills. Why am I getting chills? We have the Ace of Pentacles also in reverse, or Ace of Discs in this particular card. So the Ace of Discs is like that statue that holds the world on their shoulders in reverse. So, oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Y'all know this is usually my evidence card. A dealer. Looks like a dealer. There's something here, bro. Ooh. Now we have the Prince of Discs, which is a little bit like a page. Only a little higher. He's not a king. He's not a queen. He's not a knight. I think this is like another layer of card because I think they added their own in this particular deck. And so we have this prince, but the word on here is day trader. So we are definitely talking about the pedo class. And you said real estate broker. Hmm. and we have a day trader. So we're in almost the same, at least for him, he would be in the same arena because he did very well for himself. And, oh God, he's such a disgusting guy. If you notice, his tie is not even tied and he's all sloppy. Oh my goodness. What are we talking about here? Oh my gosh. And then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. And the funny, not funny, word on here is cruelty. Now, mind you, it's in reverse. Oh my God, girl. Where do you come from? This reminds me of those girls in the island or the ranch, you know, like one of the books where she like hodgepodge and collaged. Because you see the doll, it's all broken and stuff, like her childhood is. So this is in reverse. So it almost feels like being able to take this job and have been under the radar made her feel safe finally. She's gonna snap, y'all, because her safety is being removed. The other thing here is the Four of Cups. You know, the Four of Cups is about refusing, you know, what, listen. Hold on, let me see what you're talking about in a second. Okay, but anyway, look at these guys. They look disgusting. And the word here is luxury. But they're the opposite of luxury. He has his legs open. Oh my God. They look like junkies. Oh my goodness. What the heck is happening? First of all, why are all of these in reverse for you? I think this was in reverse. Like, it's milk and cookies. So men preying on children, that's their luxury. That's their idea. That's their idea of luxury. That is so interesting that it follows the cruelty card that has the doll with the, oh my God, this is horrible. No wonder you had me grab this one, because right behind it is the death card. What? Okay. Now, y'all know when we read with these, I think with Katie, we got the A word, you know, not having a child. We got the A word that went with that death card, but, and this is in reverse. There's something here. Whoa, wait a second. She's the age of these girls. Because she's only, what, 35, 36. And they said that this is not the first president she's been trying to get next to. But it definitely wasn't Barry. And it wasn't, because Barry would have been 14 years ago. That puts her at like 17, 18. No, actually, that puts her at like 14, 15 if we go by his first one, like somewhere around there. But Barry came after George, and George, again, she'd be about 14 or so. There's definitely something broken here, especially with this doll. Yeah, she's not in the 40s, but she's in the 30s. And if you remember, this ring was still running. This ring was still running until, well, I mean, it still is running, right? But it was still running till like 2019. Literally still happening. Um, hmm. Because she would have been born in the early 90s. So she would be, I don't think she did pageants. It's something connected to her dad, the broker. There's, You don't create a sick, twisted adoration for a man like that without having been broken as a child. Now there's a... Oh. What is that? Okay, so this is Four of Swords. Y'all know Four of Swords is like a minor arcana death card, but it's also a rest card. In this particular deck, they called it the truce card, right? Okay, so what's the truce here? Because she came out of the blue. Like, she really did come out of the blue. Because I forgot what job she had just before this one. It's like, how do you get these jobs? You don't even have jobs like previous to that. I do think she has a similar story to these other girls, the 14, 15, Mar-a-Lago, blah, 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 like those things. Because here, look what's next. The Lover's card. I cannot tell if this is the sick, twisted dream of what she wants. Now, mind you, it's not from him because he's not here. Or if this is what she was played, what she had to do. Oh, yeah, he definitely didn't self-checkout. Nope, 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 he definitely did not. Because that's about the time that she came to power, so to speak, around this guy. Because I think that's her time frame, right? Is it like 2020, 2021? She's too young to have been a former TV anchor and political. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, where'd you come from? Hey, Angie girl. Now, we have this Nine of Pentacles here, too. This reminds me of small potatoes. Big potatoes, small potatoes. Okay, anyway, sorry, Spider-Man reference. Yeah, yeah. Like, what? Curing her cancer. Oh, because, I think he gave her a doctor or something. Oh, that ain't how she came to fame, honey. Let me tell you. The Six of Cups. Pleasure. Y'all, this is the same card we had for, Katie. There's a snake. God damn it. Ugh. Sorry, that just scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, it's a viper. What is the card, though? It's a 9 of... It's called Science. The card is called Science. Oh my god, I don't want to see it. It's swords. Yeah, I have a phobia so bad. Sorry. I hate them so much. Like, I just want to... Like, my hands start doing that. I'm trying to hold them tight. Okay, I'm going to show you, but I'm going to look away. Look away! I don't know what the card looks like. So, I knew I was going to find it. This girl has a very dark past. Very dark past. And the word on this is science. Why? And it's a six of swords. That's supposed to be... Six of Swords is supposed to be like moving on, personal transition. What the hell is that? Science. How does that, and why does it have a, It's following the Six of Cups card. Oh, shoot. You know the Six of Cups is my petal card as well, right? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, this is definitely Cabal stuff. Yep. So is the truth for her to... Okay. Let me finish this reading so I can get off these cards and try to go to other cards. Because I think that snake would come up for her again. Like, I really do. Okay, so we're getting that Five of Pentacles card. She does not want to be seen at all. The word on here is worry. She didn't want that. Like, you're taking it past human printer. She could do human printer because that's a good cover. But you're taking it past human printer now. Um, she might be a loose cannon. Because if you look at this particular deck, look here. This is the Five of Pentacles. Y'all know Pentacles tend to be health cards. Look at what this doctor is showing. It's something to do with this x-ray. The word on here is worry. And you have this wrinkly ass old man, like super wrinkly. I don't think this is her worry either. I think this is their worry. Oh, there's the chills. This is their worry. She's a loose cannon. Uh, I know they were into you, and she has good genes. Like, she's not an ugly lady. She has really good genes. I think she has the kind they would like. Not good genes necessarily, good physical genes, because her mentals are not there. But they're worried about her, because she is a loose cannon. And she knows that man's not alive. And it's interesting because when I said they're worried about her, I look on my card and I see a last name, that RUBIO last name. That's who's worried. All right, let's see what cards did not flip. Oh, Five of Wands in reverse, strife. And 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The card on here is wealth. This is the Epi class. She knows too much. She's one of the girls. Ooh, a Kentucky person. She's one of the girls. I don't think he cured her from cancer. I think he took her out of the club. I think cancer's a code word. Because I'm looking at these words now. Strife, wealth, the pleasure card with her having to sleep with people, faceless people. The rock star card, she was really good at her job. Cruelty, luxury, death. I think he saved her from cancer. And I think they've been wanting to get rid of her for a while. Ever since he's been gone. But she's a loose cannon. She knows that man's not there. Does she feel the way that she felt about him? Yes. Because he took her out of cancer. It's a code. It's a code word. It's cancer. Okay? Because we have moderation. They call it art here. I wouldn't be surprised if she's also a little artist, like the girl Maria. Oh my God. He took her out of cancer. I think he did take her from a snuff film. Look at the filmmaker. Prince of Cups. Now, you know Prince of Cups is a Narco Coolio card. And peace. Two of Swords, peace. Two of Cups, she doesn't love him. It's not that. She worships him because he took her out of Cancer. Three of Pentacles in reverse. This card here says works. This is all that hidden stuff, the documentation, the tweets and whatnot. But y'all have to understand why we're getting this information. Now they're showing her being dictated all those tweets. So now they're trying to say that he was the one doing all the tweets and she was just dictating it. They're trying to give credence to him being alive. He's not. He's not alive. Three of Wands. Whatever they thought they were going to be able to do with her, they can't. She's threatening to expose them. They cannot remove her because she's a loose, not just loose cannon, but also loose string. She wasn't supposed to be living. And I think someone makes sure that she doesn't. That explains Death card in reverse. She wasn't supposed to be living. And so she's treating them, Eight of Cups card, with indolence. She's daring them. You can't remove me. You can't make me walk away. And they don't know what to do. This is the Magician. So what are they doing? They are manipulating the news. They are making the people call for her to disappear. They're highlighting her. They want her gone. But she can snap. Yes. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. She's snappable, y'all. Because look at the Sun card. They're trying so hard not to let her go nuclear, but she can go nuclear. Because here's the Seven of Swords, y'all, in reverse. This is facing the consequences, paying the piper. She's a dangerous chick. The High Priestess. I'm getting so many chills. This is ridiculous. The High Priestess here, in reverse. The hidden agenda here. And the Emperor. I think she's about to glom on to another person to say, no, let me stay. The Eight of Wands. Okay, and the Princess of Swords. Yes. She scares them. She has access to his social media. I thought that post on April 5th was Narco Coolio. I think it was her. Not under anybody's behest. I think it was her because she's threatening them. Look how I can make this go bad. She scares the shit out of them. It's funny. Because this is the Eight of Wands. Y'all know the Eight of Wands is the boom, boom, boom card too. She scares the shit out of them. And she communicates and sends messages. But then we have the Princess of Swords. This is kind of like the Page in reverse. This is the leaker, the person who's getting information out there. She knows too much. I don't know if she's watched Scandal before, but girl, they finna get rid of you. They finna try to get rid of you. Because this is the world card. This is the world card. But I ain't gonna lie, the funny thing is, this is a chick walking up them stairs and she look crazy. That's a chick walking up those stairs. She look crazy. Okay. But this Two of Pentacles means they're done playing her game. They're done playing her game. We got a Queen of Discs who just popped up. Oh God. Ooh. I'm getting chills, chills, chills. Who did we ever figure out who the Queen of Discs is? I can't remember. It's the matriarch. It's the matriarch. That's not Susie. It's a matriarch. Wait, is that Milan's? Did they call in Milan to try to get her out? Because here's a hangman, y'all. And a fool card. Now we're getting into majors. The hangman, the fool card, and that victory is in reverse. And the ten of cups in reverse. Okay. This is going to go bad. Because there's the 10 of pentacles. She going to make this shit rain. What? And that's the word that says ruin. Wait, that's not 10 of pentacles. My bad. 10 of swords. That says ruin. She's their worst nightmare. So they're trying to malign her in the public. Oh, look at that heifer. She's like, I swallow fire for a living. She's back in her element. I know how to survive. And this card right here is the 5 of Cups in reverse. That's a disappointment card. Disappointment in reverse. After the failing at the victory. She is playing with them so much. Interestingly, this is the Princess of Wands, again in reverse. But this is the Seducer. But I don't think it's working because this is in reverse. I don't think the Seducer is working. Yo, she scares them because here's the 8 of Pentacles in reverse and here's the Tower card. She scares them. Nothing they're doing is making her go away. That's why they're leaking the letters that she may or may not have written. That's why they're allowing these new segments to highlight her and talk about her. I do think they're going to try to go for the ultimate to get rid of her. She inadvertently part of the takedown. I think they're trying to get rid of her because there's a 9 of Cups. Yeah, these are cups. 9 of Cups. So that's a happiness card. But the Hierophant in reverse. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Justice card in reverse. I don't know, y'all. She scares them. She terrifies them with how much information she knows. I would love to keep reading with these cards because they fit her energy so well, but I can't afford to see another snake. I can't. So y'all gotta give me another card. Y'all gotta give me another deck. What deck? Her, oh God. She is what happens when you break a little girl. And a little girl finds her voice and her power. Just not the way you want her to. God, there's something so weird about her. Like her energy is like daring, taunting. Like who they think Lindsay is, that's who she is. She's the kind of person who would take out 3 children. Like, she's that person. and then cradle them. They call her the bunny boiler. I think that's appropriate. Okay. I don't know what to read with her. Um okay, let's go. Is that in this, is that in my box? The what lies beneath cards? No, these are love. Oh, don't do it. It's really interesting because I know other people are saying she's a sleeper agent or something. That's not the part I'm getting necessarily. I'm not saying that she's not. I'm saying the lady is batshit crazy. Like batshit crazy. She's like, she does have self-reflection. She does have a sense of self. Because it's like, you're not going to do this to me again. Like, I'm not going to let someone else do this to me. Because she just had a taste of power. She was getting paid like $150,000. She was having her own money. She was not having to sleep with anybody to do that. She was under the radar, just pretending like she's typing stuff. Finding a purpose in life. And now they're trying to take it away from her. Now you're gonna see that she's a werewolf. Or you know what I mean? Like, the girl got teeth. And they are afraid of her teeth. And you know what? Good. All right. I was going to go for the What Lies Beneath deck, but I don't see it. So, are we doing these? Okay, thank you. All right. The Cosmic Cycles. Because she has a pedo background, the abuse and the use, we're going for the Cosmic Cycles deck real quick with her. It's funny. I want to say, talk to me about Lindsay. That's the energy she gives me. That who she should be. Talk to me about Natalie, please. Don't give me that. Now, I do think she is glomming on. That's a weird word to get, but it feels like, like those sucker fish that like go to the shark. That's what she feels like. Like she's glomming on to the next power person. But I feel like Ben doesn't like her, and Ben is the one saying, get rid of her. And Ben's saying, you know how I would get rid of her. Because Ben is cruel. Ben is from the Blue Star, and I'm not talking about the BBBBB. I'm talking about Ben, number 2. The one who's actually number 1 now. Like the goofy woman in the movies who does the thing and then puts her lipstick on the mirror. Yep. Talks herself, leaves, waves to the doorman. Yep. That's her. Okay, so 7 of Swords. Yeah, they're terrified of her because she's got information and she's not afraid to do something with it. That's interesting. So she got the 7 there, and then she got the 7 of Cups here in reverse. And what's really interesting is the impression I'm getting from this card of her being in an ice cream shop. You know how you're like, can I try? You know, like taking your sweet, precious time trying to figure this out. But this is in reverse. So it feels like, I don't know. So I was going to say, it feels like kind of she made up her mind, but I don't think so. This feels, damn it, my book is over there. This feels a little bit different than that. It doesn't feel like her mind is made up. The 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. It feels like she has no choice. Right? I wonder if it is too. And possibly, because we do have that that Knight of Cups coming again, trying to be the Trojan horse. But they've made her a star. Queen of Pentacles has returned, though. have they made her the Queen of Pentacles? Because, like, she's front and center now. Because it's interesting. Nobody actually thinks she's sleeping with the guy. Night, night, girl. Um, Nobody thinks she's sleeping with the guy, which is really funny. And they can't figure out what she's getting from it. I'm glad you're recovering, though. There we go. But I will tell you, there's this imbalance of power between them. So this is the Six of Pentacles. They should have more power over her. But she's like the squatter that you let in your house. You know, like the friend you let you stay over or something. And then you're like, you know what? You're too toxic. You got to go. And then the police are like, but you invited them in. So now they get to stay. You know, like that kind of thing. This is what she feels like somebody who's inextractable. Like she will not go anywhere. You're not removing me. It just feels like that. So this is what they're trying to figure out, is how to remove her. And it's interesting that we're talking about pentacles, because this doesn't feel like money at all. It feels like the girl is not wrapped too tight with these. Yes, I was about to say she's not wrapped tight. You know what? That makes more sense. That makes a lot of sense. Because, like I said, she's not wrapped tight. The background check that never happened. Okay. And it's interesting because she did eventually pass it, but how? You know, and I think the passing of it must have been a gift, because I got a feeling she has mental health facilities in her background. I think so. Like, you know, when you try to cut something and then they Baker Act you. Yeah. I think she has that kind of stuff in her background. But yeah, windows may not be in her future. Like, she really should probably stay away from that, because here's the Chariot. So I think they're going to try even more to get her out. We already know they're bombarding the news. There's the Knight of Wands. So they're coming at her really, really heavy with some very distasteful and shine a light type of news. There's the King of Wands. So she's hitting Washington Post. She's hitting, I was going to say Washington Mutual. The other one, Fox and all that stuff. They're talking about her. Other people are talking about her. So she is being maligned in the news. And here's the other interesting thing to this too, because I know I say it's interesting a lot, but a lot of this stuff is just interesting to me. We have the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords tends to be my hitman when they want to take care of a... Oh, yep. There's two yeses. Bright as day right now. The Knight of Swords is the hitman. The King of Swords is the guy who calls it. What guy would call it who knows something about some damn files? The King of Swords in reverse, aka Toddy Waddy. Okay? So here are my big yeps. Big yeps. The Ace of Pentacles. They're going to get paid very handsomely. Very handsomely. Because they're... Not only they're getting paid handsomely, there's the Mercenary Knight to come and get paid. So there's definitely getting paid handsomely. I mean, handsomely. Look at the Nine of Pentacles. Just, whoo. And I don't think she's going to survive that. Seven of Wands. I would not be surprised if we get a cardiac arrest or a self-checkout or a car accident, something, a helicopter. I would not be surprised if she's separated from the guy who doesn't exist and something happens to her. They might even say, because they're trying to paint her as crazy, they might say she overdosed. They might say she overdosed. Because here's the Three of Cups. And here's the Death card. They're going to say she went batshit and swallowed some pills. They're going to say she overdosed. They're going to say that she couldn't bear to be from this guy. Basically, they're going to say she's Stan. They're going to say she's Stan, right? Because Stan at the end takes himself out. So I think that's what they're going to try to do, because this is interesting. This is the Four of Wands card, which, you know, is a House of White card. But I feel like this is a reuniting with some other kind of soul. This doesn't even feel like a living card for me, which is interesting. I know a lot is interesting, but this felt like being reunited with somebody on the other side, because this is the only place she genuinely has happiness. So this, and I'm getting chills behind this, y'all. So I really do feel like this is her going to the other side and being met, because there's the Wheel of Fortune. And then there's the Secret. The girl does not get to sneak out the window. Yeah. And then here's the Burden. And then here's the fact that she was part of that lovers class. And then, again, I think her taking off, leaving. I do think that Benny guy said, get rid of her. You know how to do it. Because here's the abuse of power, and here's the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is saying, yeah, you're not going to survive this. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And Jesus, so many chills. The Ace of Wands also in reverse, getting bunked on the head. So being taken out, but they're going to say it was her fault. They're going to say that she overdosed or was just too depressed or did something because she couldn't bear to be apart from him. This is what they're working on. They're painting her as crazy, because I'm like, why do I see these letters? Why am I getting these letters? You know? And the World card, incomplete. And then the Four of Cups, starting something new. And the person taking orders from Ben is the Page of Cups. So, absolutely. Ill health, and then all of a sudden, here comes the Tower. And definitely some backstabbing that takes place with this 10 of Swords. Go into the light is what I'm getting right there. King of Cups, that manipulative thing. And then there's the people who gave the order, the High Priestess. Y'all know that is a star card, just like this is a star card, a blue star card. And there's the Hermit. There's her, y'all, it's just coming. There's the Hermit of her, like, being depressed and alone. She should have watched Scandal. She should have watched Scandal. If she didn't watch Scandal, she's going to go the way of the girl who said she was pregnant from the president. She should have watched it, because what's the guy name? Starts with a C. His name is not Claude. Not Clarence. Cyrus got rid of her. Okay? So there's that pedo thing, and then there's the altar for the Minor Arcana Death card. Yeah, so she's out. I don't think she's gonna survive this. If she does, she'll be mute and paraplegic and all that stuff. Yeah, they're setting the scene for a self-checkout, just like her dad. Absolutely. I do see her leaving. I don't see her continuing her journey of whatever she thought she was going to do. There she is. The one who has the light being shown on her. Like I said in the beginning, she's a loose cannon, but she's also a loose string, and they've got to take care of it, and they're going to. And all this bad press, all this bad news coming out here trying to paint her a certain kind of way, you know, it's interesting. I was not thinking we were going there with this girl, especially because it's completely different than where everybody else is going. But she's got, not the word I was going to use. Why is justice coming up? Why is justice? Why is justice coming up? All right, you guys. Hey, y'all. Now, in order to talk to me, because I see a bunch of new people, y'all make sure you hit the subscribe button. You got to be with me for 20 minutes before you can chat with me and get in this conversation. I do want to hear from you. I absolutely do, because I don't like to talk to myself. I really don't. But, y'all, this is crazy about Natalie. So let me see why. That's why I can't wait. Okay, why did Caro quit? Because she shouldn't have come back. This justice is coming for something. Thank you so much, Becky. Okay, why is justice coming? Because it's not just justice, it's also the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands and the Chariot. Okay, so that's some really fast stuff getting ready to come out, and it's going to be incendiary. It's going to be incendiary, and it's got something to do with her. Where does justice fit in this? All right, let me see if I can figure out. I wish I can go back to those urban tarot cards, but that freaking snake, man. Because that New York energy of a card fit her so well. I don't know where she's from, but it fit so well. Let me see if we can see what the justice is about this. Are we changing topics, or are we still on, are we wrapping her up? Because I just don't feel like it fits totally for her. But there's some fast action here. All right, so what are we talking about? Ugh, that Eight of Wands is here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, yeah. And they're gonna get to play with her broken mentality. Um, they're already doing it. They're laying the grounds with that letter. Yeah. 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 It's gonna be schmurder. You're hearing. And you wonder if she said, oh, with the, oh, you know what? That's possible. Um, that Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We had that with her in the first part of this reading. This was them failing to do something, failing to make fetch happen. Why did you just pop out? How does this go with just, ooh, wait a second. I know we're not talking about what I think we're talking about. I know this can't be November. I know that can't be November, but it just might be. Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is opening the safe, letting some information out about the Queen of Cups. You stole an opportunity from. Do you have information about, I feel like I'm talking to her soul already, because like, y'all, I don't think the girl is long for this world at all. Five of Pentacles. I do not think she's long for this world. That's three Pentacles in a row, honey. More Pentacles. He already has it. Knight of Cups. More Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles again. They're so... Why are you chilling me? You got to make it clear. You got to make the messages clear, please. We got the Three of Cups in reverse. Now, I choose the cards that I choose because I love the stories on them. They add a layer. They add an information to it. So this isn't just Three of Pentacles support and all that kind of stuff and the reverse, like the opposite of it or whatever. I want you to see what these Three of Pentacles are doing. There's a blueprint here, but they are like putting something under the base or under the floor. So there's this conscientious plan here of hiding something according to the blueprint. Now, in this reverse, this is about the darkness of this. What's safe reading? Jog my memory, please. There's something not totally kosher here, because we have this Eight of Pentacles now in the upright. So that 4 came back. The Four of Pentacles now in the upright. The Queen of Cups now in the upright. The Five of Swords. All right. It's dog eat dog out there now, y'all. It's dog eat dog in that office. Yep, because the Emperor is down and gone. Okay. So I also have the Knight of Cups here. Now, y'all know the Knight of Cups is like our Trojan card. You know, they romance you. They pretend like they're taking care of you. And then you're hearing Murdoch. I mean, that's really interesting there. Because like I said, we did get the King of Wands in reverse. And that is our Murdy card. I'm going to see if he returns. I'll see if he returns. And then we'll talk about that. The hidden dock. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm jogging. Okay. All right. So, like I said, there's fighting. And I see this Nine of Cups peeking up. So this means whatever it is they're trying to do, they're not going to be able to make happen. Okay. There's too many fives here. There's a lot of struggle, a lot of change, a lot of loss. This Five of Pentacles. And look at all these pentacles. Look, girls. I'm getting chills again. Okay, so we got the Five of Swords right here. We have the Five of Pentacles right here. And this is getting help, by the way. And we have the Five of Cups right here. Minor Arcana Death card, followed by the Emperor. And the Star. Why do we have our two enemy frenemies? Okay, so if you remember last night's reading, right, we were talking about Bahrain, right? And we were talking about UAE, right? Why, when I read an article today, they were talking about how the UAE participated in helping with November 2-4. Y'all, we were definitely onto something with our reading last night, because one good thing about this is they're not going to be able to take over the world. That I'm happy about. They're not going to be able to take over the world. They're already failing. The rats are jumping. This part is good. However, however, this is the dangerous part of the story. You know, this is the most dangerous part of the story. This is where the gangsters of New York, you know, the Russians from the 60s and the 70s, the Jewish from the 60s and the 70s. This is when they start getting rid of the people who know information. This is why they're jumping to the ship, off the ship, whatever. This is why they're trying to swim. Okay, y'all, this is the dangerous part of the story. So why did the Justice come out? Can you tell me why the Justice? Why that Justice and Chariot? Because, you know, this makes me excited. Justice, Chariot, Page of Wands, Eight of Wands. That means some new shit is on the corner. And it's not just around the corner, it's down the street. When it says I'm going to be there in 5 minutes, it's actually keeping time. This is crazy. And I'm like, how does this tie to her? Because you saw it was a bridge from her. So I'm like, how does this tie to her? So why do we have this particular message over here of like, girls, if you ain't buckled, double click that thing. Y'all see it. It's a roller coaster. Double click that thing. I told y'all when I was starting to read August, I said, ooh, I can't wait for September. Oh, behave. September is about to be lit. Ooh, it's gonna be lit, lit, lit. I feel some centers being incinerated, being broken, you know, because that Page of Wands, they can get a little reckless. They can set a little pyro, you know? And then that sun there, I hope that ain't what I think it is. I hope it ain't nuclear. I hope it ain't what I think it is. But when I tell y'all they got this evidence sewed up, watch the way they're moving. And I'm not talking about the criminal class. Ossoff out there talking like JFK because he's his incarnate. Oh my God. I listened to that speech again. I was like, baby. And he was talking to black people, and he was not pandering to black people. He's not, oh, I need your black vote. No, he was like, I'm one of you. It's so interesting. He's so genuine. He's so God. Oh, I love him. That's why I'm glad I voted for him 6 years ago. I would move back to Georgia to do it again. Because Lord knows I can't stand to Satan. This Queen of Swords and these Queen of Pentacles, y'all, when I say they're sewing up this information, ready to lay it down. The minute, now y'all know, there's going to be cheating first. So we got to get past that part. Y'all know this is already going to happen. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. You already know this is going to happen. So prepare for it. In fact, when it happens, say thank you. Because the trap will have gone off. It's all we're waiting for. All right, so why did you show me justice? Oh, okay. Talk to me. It is about the girl. It's about that girl, Queen of Cups. About her being robbed. Y'all, it's about her being robbed. Queen of Swords. Toast. Toast, baby. What information do you have? Hold the freaking phone. Why? Look at that escape from the devil. Look at us escaping from the devil, realizing it's a man or a reptilian. Oh my goodness. Who was this guy that looked like a straight up reptile? Oh my gosh. What is his name? I looked at his picture yesterday and I got the heebity jeebities. It was on the You're Too Honest BFF. It's a video she did yesterday or the day before. And she was talking about this particular guy. And when I looked at him, girl, I couldn't look at him no more. I was like, oh, you are triggering my snakeophobia. Mm-hmm. They are ready to spring. That's why, like, people are like, oh, they're going to cheat. Good. We need to know what the code was. Trust and believe. We're about to duplicate that thing. Listen, them governors are not sitting back. Okay? You might be in a red state that's not doing anything, but the blue states are moving. Those blue governors, trust and believe. They are not by themselves. Please remember, the Newsom went all the way overseas. AOC went all the way overseas. Your girl, Cammie, the Lotus, went all the way overseas to talk about security. Security, to talk about that stuff in February. Hillary went to the same place to talk about security. Why y'all over there? Then you had Barry Obama's dude going and talking to the Pope. Why are you talking to the Pope? Please trust and believe. There's a lot of shit happening that you can't see and you're not allowed to see yet. Okay? Listen. Like, laces up, baby. Page of Wands. Tie your shoes and get ready to rumble. Laces up. Now, mind you, we had that Page of Wands already. This is about do not get weary. Okay? And this is about watching that new energy come in and set fire to the rain. Okay, never mind. I had to get it out. Okay? Listen. Y'all playing on this with your apathetic behinds. Stop being apathetic. Get anticipatory. Get into expectation. Because the best part of the story is getting ready to happen. I can't wait to watch this movie. Twice. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this. Okay. I still don't know why. Beyond that. Okay. Y'all, for real. Laces up. They are ready to go. This is what we're seeing. That new energy that's coming in, after we fight, because we're going to have to fight, recount that. Recount that. Like, we're going to, the people, because y'all already know, Jeffries needs a lollipop. You know, um, don't count on them people. Now, mind you, there are people who are doing the work, but I'm just saying, don't count on those people to say, excuse me, this wasn't free and fair. Don't expect them to do that, right? Because some people are still scared of looking like MAGA. All right, listen, this is a people problem now. So when you know that your city has went for this other person, and for some reason it does that rolling back TikTok thing it did last time, the fact that y'all could watch the live broadcast and see the numbers rolling back live, record it, and still nobody did anything, baby, it's your turn. This is page of wands. Lace them up. Because we got to get that new in there. Because that new is going to deliver what we've been waiting on. And they are not going to play, baby. This is 8 of Wands. Swift, fast, and in a hurry with the Chariot. And trust and believe they will have the law on their side. Trust and believe they will have the mills on their side. Because there's a lot of people who need to be clinked. And it's going to happen. Okay? Because the 10 of Pentacles showed itself. That evidence is going to be so overwhelming that they just not going to understand. The 10 of Wands showed itself. Again, so overwhelming that they are going to be burnt out and they're not going to be able to stand it. It's not going to be a 5-hour No Kings poster parade, okay? This is going to be some real in the street shit. They got to be scared of you. That's why they're building bunkers, okay? Listen. Oh, let me tell you. Kitty. Kitty to the fang. Katie's fangs are out. Look at this strength card. Look at this lovers. The files, y'all. The files. Look at all them files and pictures and people holding hands and snakes on sleeves. Okay? And then the King of Wands. Who is this King of Wands? This is... Ooh, who is this one? Ooh. We have prospects. Now, Macron, France, has been doing its dollar. It's been doing what it needs to do. It's been doing the layup. You know, we're getting ready for an alley-oop, right? But the King of Wands is also the Senate. Now, that would be interesting. Now, Ossoff was my King of Cups, so I'm not going to use him as a King of Wands, though he is being a very fiery messenger. There's somebody else. I'm telling you, watch the way people move, y'all. Because their spines are strengthening. Like, literally, that was the strength card. Their spines are stiffening. They're like, watch the way people move. Y'all not understanding. Yeah, and nothing's happening, girl. I don't know what show you watching. This is called a setup. A lot is happening. And I'm not giving you positivity and all that shit. I don't play that game. Just watch what happens, okay? Okay, so that's really interesting. I still don't know how she bridges that. I still don't know how Natalie is the bridge of that. How is Natalie? Oh, wait. Okay, you threw me to Caro. That's right. I was asking for Caro when I was shuffling. That's Caro. Oh, chills. There we go. The chills are here. Caro, I was asking, why did she come back to leave so fast? Caro, because she didn't have to come back. Oh, you guys. Oh, guys. Carol got out of Dodge. Because this right here is the 9 of Swords. y'all, Caro is trying to make sure that she ain't got nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. She doesn't want to be there when the traps are laid. Also, there is the night. No, 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 no. Thank you. That was the rest of it. Hold on. I just got reminded. Um, how do I word this? Because this is the bridge, right? From Natalie to what we're talking about now. Caro is the bridge. Caro was supposed to go after Natalie. And she said, I am not Pontius Pilate or whoever. My hands are clean. I am not going to be part of this smear campaign that you're about to put on this woman. So she bounced. Because she wasn't there, y'all. People are like, oh, she's mad because he didn't take her off the plane. She wasn't there. She just got back to work. She wasn't on that plane. So it's a made up story. One, because that man's not alive. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. It's a made up story. Two, she did not want to be a part of the smear campaign that was about to happen. Nine of Swords. Swords are communication. That's who she is, the communication person. She said, nope, my hands are clean. I'm not part of this. So she bounced. She's like, exit time. So she left, right? I got a bambino. I can use this as an excuse because she says, I refuse to be part of the betrayal. I'm not saying she liked the lady, but I do think she did, actually. Um, I just think it was too far. So she says, I'm not doing this. So the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords are in reverse. She said, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be putting out this false information and smearing the shit out of this girl. And so she left. Because she left right after Johnny Boy said something about Natalie. And the crime syndicate went, yes, it's working. So she bounced. She didn't want nothing to do with that. That's really interesting. So it's not some jealousy. It wasn't some triangle. Like, people are so salacious, but they're also so stupid. It's like, y'all, she wasn't even there. She just got back. And the turkey thing was around July 4th. It was like July 5th, 6th, whatever. She wasn't there. Okay. So she bounced. And that's really interesting because I'm getting a king and a queen of cups. These are the emotional stable people. These are the actual leaders. These are... Now, Johnny Boy is the king of cups. That's why I brought him up. Not a queen of cups. I don't know who that is besides... Oh, you know what? Headquarters did that too. They also showed that. Yeah, you're right. It's the reality TV mentality, but like, put some brain into it. Like, put some thought into it because, oh my God, Carol left because she got pushed to the side. That chick is happy to be gone. You hear me? She is so happy to be gone because lying is bad for your health. Okay. Um, this is so interesting. It's all very, very interesting. Okay, because we got the judgment card here. Oh, that's right. You guys, I forgot about this. That the files have to come out. And they just started putting out these handwritten letters. I tried to read them. I was like, nah, first of all, I'm not a teacher anymore. I'm not deciphering handwriting. And second of all, I actually don't want to know what happened. I don't. It's enough to know that you were there. That's good enough for me. I don't need to know all the salacious details. I just need to know you touch a kid. I'm done. That's it. Other people need to know, but how did you do it? How many times did you do it? What exactly did you do? I think you're getting your rocks off with that, right? I don't know. But anyway, because them files are out. This is the Six of Cups, y'all. This is my files card. It's about to pour. They're over here trying their best to not make it happen. But listen, this Queen of Wands, she's a manifester. Her name is Katie. It's going, like literally Katie. It's going to happen. Chick is dogged. She will bite that bone. Okay. She's been waiting on that information, and when it gets out, baby, it's going to start talking about the COUP that the Ollie class, the pedo class, has been implementing. Because y'all think it's just about sex. It's not just about sex. It's about who's in these documents because they are tied to the COU. Please understand what I'm talking about, okay? This is what's in those things. Follow the money, follow the leads, follow the people, watch how they bleed. Okay, I had to rhyme, okay? So this is showing who's tied to everything. That's what's coming out. Watch who they sacrifice, though. That's the part. Some people are still being protected. Watch which ones get sacrificed. And this is another way that I knew that the T-Rump was not here. They let all his documents out. Like that December drop, the January drop. Listen, when I started seeing his name everywhere, I was like, oh, shoot, my dream was true. That man ain't not alive. They don't mind him. Hey, girl. They don't mind him being all over them files because he's untouchable now over in the spirit world, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. But there are some people who are still alive and who are still in power and who still want some power who don't want to be named. Okay. Such as the guy who is Secretary of State. Right? Okay. So, here's the thing. They ain't going to be able to stop it. Seven of Wands in reverse. They're not going to be able to stop what's coming out. They're not going to be able to stop a lot of the information. Now, mind you, some people's names are going to be hidden because they're that powerful and that ruthless. And that will cut your finger off and deliver it to your mama type of people. Those people will be hidden. But the other people will be sacrificed. And moderation. Temperance demands it. Right? Isn't he going rogue, Sean? This is what I'm talking about, girl. You have to watch what they're doing. Because, like, people are like, oh my God. No. Pay attention. The details are what matters. Why is he moving that way? Oh my God, did you see what he said? How come we know what he said? Oh my God, did you see what was written? How come we know what was written? Oh my God, people jumping off the boat. How do we know they jumped off the boat? Pay attention to what information's getting out. Pay attention to the way that people are moving. They literally are having an RNC something. I don't know what it's for. I think they're calling it a RNC, I guess. But they're having it on the Charlie days. Did y'all see what days those were? September the 9th and September the 10th. The Charlie days. So, watch what happens. They're trying really hard to re-invoke him. Right? Because they're trying to get some re-invoking so that you can get back on their team. MAGA, get back on my team. You're moving. I'm losing you, because you are. Yeah. Okay. But here's what I'm saying. Temperance demands balance. And when I say temperance, y'all know, for me, not for other readers, but for me, temperance shows up when spirit is like, time to fix this shit. And that's what it is. It's time to fix this shit. Okay? Because look at this jail card, honey. Jail card, infighting, indecision. Ooh, look at this. There's the pedoclassmen. Here's a false victory, trying to skirt justice. But honey, they got the proof and the details. You're coming out in this tranche of documents that the Fang has. Okay, and you see how they're trying to go after Swallywell and his phones and his computer, because they're trying to figure out what the hell is it in that information. Meanwhile, Swally World, first of all, why y'all thought that boy was cute? Swally World is ugly as, okay, never mind. But anyway, this Lika, finna tell it all. Whew, y'all, it's time. This is what I'm saying. September is gonna be like lit, okay? More fire energy. Don't forget, we're in the fire horse. More fire energy. We are in the Aquarius age thingy-mabob. More fire energy. Okay, we finna do this. All right, now mind you, I think Aquarius is not water. What is it, air? I don't know what Aquarius is. I just know it's a good friend of mine because I'm a Gemini on the sun sign. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find my card. It fell somewhere. Oh, okay. I guess it didn't. Alrighty. So, there's a huge Lika here. We have so like I'm talking about podcasts, like this ain't even a leak. This is a whistleblower. My bad. I said it wrong. When I see it in the reverse, it's a leak. In the upright, it's a whistleblower. Okay, and then we have this surviving MAGA card. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands. They are afraid because they're losing people, but it's about time. Because to quote the appropriating and colonizing phrase that Keg's Breath loves to say, if you F-A, you're going to F-O. Welcome to the next leg of that journey. So I see the house that is white in the reverse here, y'all. There is so much displeasure and so much disconnection and so much brokenness in that place. 1, there's no leader. 2, everybody wants to be a leader. And 3, they know this shit is closing fast. All of a sudden, they're losing APAC-friendly Democrats that they know they'd be able to in the thingamabob, and now they're scared. To the point where I think Starluck, the guy, you know, Mr. Muskie Rat, said now he's not going to put 100 million. He's going to put 200 million into it. Baby, is anybody home? Did your 100 million win the Supreme Court seat in Wisconsin? Anybody home? Did not Angie Dixon just win over APAC-friendly Venman? Is anybody home? He spent her 16-1. It's not about money anymore, honey. You can put ads all you want to. Don't nobody watch TV no more. Except grandma and grandpa. What are you wasting money on? You know. Anybody home? No. And now Meta is rolling out their red carpet again, because when I went on Threads, all of a sudden, all I see is red drivel. Like, oh, the trans people are coming. Look, and Angie, she supports trans. And we're all like, okay. Meanwhile, I respond, okay, if she supports trans people, look what you support. Grinder crashing, preachers getting caught touching their grandkids, um, wearing false boobies with sex workers. And the thing is, I could have kept taking screenshots. I had 6 pictures. I was like, okay, she supports people having a great time. You don't. You support people being in the closet so far that they become cruel pieces of shit. They're touching children because they cannot be out and who they want to be. So now they're stuck in whatever land they are in. This is who you support. Who cares if she supports the trans person? Did the trans person just get busted in a drug cocaine ring in Penn State? No. No. It was your frat boys, right? You know, the ones who probably vote GOP. Right, right. Like, make it make sense. Was it your immigrant? No. It was 32 college boys and their dad or something. Selling cocaine. I'm like, it's 2026. Y'all still sell cocaine? Wow. Wow. Like, they were literally cooking and bagging. Wow. Are you Breaking Bad? No, they called it Breaking Chad. Anyway, like, wow. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, like, they're scared. They're scared. And it's okay. It's okay to be scared. I'd be scared too. That no matter what I did, gerrymander, hold your ballots, legislate against you, purge you off of voter rolls, no matter what I did, somehow you're still getting close. Somehow you're still like going over me. Wait, if it's a red gerrymandered county, how did they go more blue than red? Oh my God. Maybe money doesn't work anymore. I'm just saying. Maybe Republicans are actually going for the Democrat now because they want you out. Not because they're Democrats, but because you gotta go. Right? Don't fall for those bots. There's so many bots, like I said, MAGA turned on their red switch. Meta turned on their red switch. So everything on my threads, like I saw Tater, the Tater Tot, who's like supporting the kids against the Nolan case. I saw Tater. I saw the chick who went after the engineer, the audio engineer. I saw somebody else like talking about that trans stuff. And then and I'm like, what happened to my algorithm? And I just realized I'm just seeing red dribble all down my page. I'm like, Meta, you get on my fucking nerves. That's why you're getting fired. Listen, Facebook isn't too big to go down. They just aren't. They aren't. They're actually quite ancient. I mean, I like Thread, though. Like, for real. I just need somebody else to own it. I like Thread. It's the old Twitter. I miss it so much. Like, that's why I be late sometimes. Because if I open Thread, I'm there for a few hours. I like Thread. But now, they fix the algorithm, and it's red wash. Girl, yeah, it is all coming out. You know what is the craziest shit? I'm going to show y'all this. Because 2026 has been, like, the wildest year ever. Like, you know, people were afraid in 2025 because they didn't know what was going to happen, right? It was, like, they knew what was going to happen because it was in the paper, but they realized nobody was stopping them, so they didn't know what was going to happen, right? And if you are going to be the kind of people they were trying to be, they should have been a little quicker with permanent deletions, if you hear what I'm saying, and they weren't. And so what started happening is that people slowly started to stand up. One person stood up against it, then one, and then another person stood up against it, and one, and next thing you know, wait, we don't have to do this. And so people started standing up. These little judges, these little lawyers, you know, they started being individual. Oh, you kick somebody off of a news station? Guess what? They went to YT and created a whole new platform for themselves and getting paid more than they did at the news station. You know, like, this is what's happening, is that people are finding other avenues. And so there are two things. I'm not going to say the second thing because I don't want it to happen. I do want to continue talking to you, but if they were smart, mask on, mask off. Like, you want to control the people, you know? But no. So luckily they didn't do those two things. They weren't swift with the deletions because, yeah. And they haven't got smart enough yet because they want us to buy into AI so bad that they're basically cutting off their nose to spite their face. Now, mind you, I liked AI until these crappy ass people showed who they really were, right? But they're trying to push AI so badly, and AI needs the internet. And they need us on the internet for their AI to continue to sell. But if they were smart, you know, but because they're pushing AI so badly, they can't turn off the communication. They can't because they need the AI to make money. So luckily, we're in that catch-22, and so we can still talk to each other. I love it. But I hope they don't learn that. Girl, that's the thing, Carly. That's why I say buckle up, buttercup. It's about to get bad, but please understand, this bad is before it gets good. And I'm excited about it. I try not to cry about it. I really do, y'all. It does get me sometimes. That's why I take my mental breaks and I do other shit. Because if I start looking at it, I start freaking out. And then I go, how the did we get here? Why are Americans so stupid? How in the hell did they let this happen? Because shenanigans aside, there were still too many people who chose him. I'm not going to go in my anger spot because that's really easy to get into. Because that pisses me off. Right? Because case in point. I had a discussion with somebody I was working with on Tuesday at the precinct. And he said that he did not choose a leader in 24. And I said, oh, why is that? Why did you not, because first of all, the people I am most freaking upset about are the people who didn't vote, right? That's me, okay? So then, because it's like, at least MAGA, was out about their stupid. The people who didn't choose, okay. So I asked him, curious. I'm genuinely curious. Why wouldn't you do that? Oh, because they were both evil. Really? What was evil about her? I'm just curious. Because this is what we have, and this was always in the plan, Mr. Hispanic man. What was evil about her? I'm curious. Oh, she pushes the trans agenda. Really? I'm sorry, I never heard her say it. I never heard her say anything about a trans agenda. Did you? Yeah, it was all over the place. That's interesting because the only trans commercials I've ever seen were political ads. Is that what you saw? Well, but Planned Parenthood does not only do abortions, honey. Yes, it does. It does that most of the. No. It actually screens for cancer, for prostate, for all this stuff. And he was like, quiet. I was like, yeah. Like, this is for people who don't have money, you know? They don't even get funding for the abortions. I've never seen an abortion commercial. Have you? I mean, like, if you've seen it, then it was obviously a political ad, right? Because I'm the target audience. I'm the female. I'm the person who would need to have one if I'm such a radical left communist. I'm the one who uses it as birth control, right? Right? Because, like, I'm the algorithm target, right? So why would you see that? Quiet. So I'm like, was really your right that you were trying to exercise over another person's life worth all the lives we just lost in this last year? Worth all the lives that we're going to continue to lose? worth your children feeling hopeless about the future? Because you wanted to deny a woman the chance to have an abortion? Because you want to deny a person the chance to get whatever trans shit they get that doesn't affect you at all? I'm like, dude, I got tired of seeing that shit everywhere too. Because I'm like, I got impressionable children. Let them figure this stuff out on their own. However, I know that's not an agenda, you know? And then he said, he's like, parents don't even have the right to when kids turn 13, parents don't even get the right to take, to not do the trans junk with their kids. And I'm like, have you ever been to the doctor and they let kids make decisions for themselves? Or did they talk to you and ask you? What 13-year-old is getting a chance to go to a doctor? They don't have insurance. They don't pay the bill. What 13-year-old gets to go to the doctor and say, hey, I want a trans pill? And I just went, you know how crazy that sounds? And then we had a customer. Not a customer, but a voter. So I had to stop. But it was just like, okay. Because if your belief system is that abortion is against the Bible, right? Cool. That's your belief system. That's what it is, right? But what about your belief system goes, I'm okay with the guy who raped a 13-year-old child? This came out in 2016, not in some Epstein files. This came out in 2016 in October. It was part of the October surprise that there was a case with him and Jeffrey abusing a 13-year-old, a court case. So not an allegation, a court case that they settled. Then we heard his voice. I like to grab him. And he was talking about the Miss Teen USA, where most of those people were 14, 15. That was part of the October surprise. What about your religion said the guy who cheated on his first wife left her for the mistress, cheated on the mistress with his third wife, and while she was recovering from a baby, cheated on her with a porn star that he then paid off so he can run in 2016? What about that was less than people having a choice over their body to transition or to say, I'm not ready to be a mother right now? Oh, they could have the adoption. Do you understand what pregnancy does to a woman? A woman who gives a baby up for an adoption is a brave woman, but please believe she never forgets about that baby either. Oh, you never forget you have an abortion either. No, you don't. But guess what? Your body doesn't change. Not like pregnancy. Pregnancy is literally prehistoric. We're still doing what they did 60,000 years ago. We're just doing it in a dumb way because we're laying on our backs. We're not supposed to be laying on our backs. We're so stupid listening to men. They want us on our backs so that it's easy. We're supposed to be on our fours because we're animals. And I'm just like, and then he's like, you know how many times people actually get pregnant from rape? And I said, yeah, I do, because I did. And I shouldn't have been a mother at 16, but I was made one. Oh, the awkward silence. And I'm like, the icing on the cake? I'm a rape baby too. Oh, the awkward silence. So I'm like, I'm not a statistic. I'm not a story. I'm a human being and I'm in front of you. Your choices have consequences over my life. My choices don't have consequence over yours. and if I wanted to transition to a man, it still wouldn't affect you. Meanwhile, women are going back to old school ways of having abortions because it's not legal in their state anymore. Well, they shouldn't have had sex. Maybe a man shouldn't have raped them, or maybe a man shouldn't have coerced them, or maybe a man should have wore better protection. Maybe a man should be who you're talking to. Anyway, listen, y'all don't understand. There's too many stupid people in America. When I say too many stupid people, I mean it. I literally mean it. Because they will vote for one issue and disregard the 180 different issues in which other people die, but they get to keep their little belief. I'm a God's girl. If I had an abortion, that would be between me and God. That's not between me and you. That has nothing to do with you. And if I carry the cross of having an abortion, that's me and God to talk about. What the hell does that have to do with you? You're not going to give me salvation by preventing me from having a life-altering, life-saving, sometimes medical procedure for my life. It's like me and God talking about this, not you. It's so weird how people have one issue. Oh my God, Gaza, Gaza. Okay, guess what? Can we save here so we can help Gaza? I literally lost a friend over that. Oh, you don't lose a friend because of politics. No, I lost a friend because of misaligned values. She's like, oh, we got to save the Palestinians because she's a brown woman. And I'm like, cool. Can we save the Constitution first? The Constitution is not greater than a Palestinian's life. If we don't save the Constitution, we won't be able to help and save a Palestinian life. Guess who was right? I'm hardly ever wrong. Listen, that's not even a conceited thing. It's just, I'm ADHD. I sit, I process, I think. And when I'm wrong, I own up to it. But I rarely ever have to. Now, reading cards, yeah, I can be wrong because I've only been doing this a year. But so far, I rarely have to. Okay. Anyway. Sorry to be on my soapbox. I gotta get off of that real quick. But it just pissed me off. It just pissed me off. Because like you're making stupid decisions for other people's lives that have impact on other people's lives, yet the decisions they're making on theirs have nothing to do with yours. So what if she wants to be a man? So what if he wants to be a woman? So what if he feels that way? Yeah, it's something to get used to. But it's not your life. It didn't hurt you. Meanwhile, you have people with body dysmorphia, or whatever they call it, saying, I'm in the wrong body. Guess what? That can happen. Because we are spiritual beings coming back and back and back and back. And sometimes we were men. And we wanted to be a man this time. It's like, God, why'd you put me in this woman's body? I want to be a man again. You know what I mean? That can happen. Sometimes you have a twin. I absorbed my twin. So sometimes I feel like two people. It doesn't help that I got the two wolves of ADHD and ADHD. You know, my twin was probably ADHD, and I was like, you know. And I'm a Gemini, so that makes it great, right? I'm the twin. But some people just are different. And guess who knew this? The Native Americans, the indigenous people, the Polynesian people, the Maori people in New Zealand. Everybody knew that there was more than two sexes, or more than two genders, whichever one. I always get them confused. There's like 6 or 7, and I think in one culture it was like 27, but there's like 6 or 7. But if you take it in a scientific breakdown, of course there's 6 or 7, because like if y'all took basic science, what is it, physical science, where you do the dihybrid cross with the little pea and whatever, the little pea plant, and so it's like white, 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 pink, they cross, that gets white, 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 pink, you know, like everything crosses. And so if you're dealing with X, Y, you know, eventually something's going to go a little haywire sometimes. Sometimes there's 2 X's and a Y. And I think that's when a woman is actually more masculine or something. I forget how it goes. Okay, don't quote me because I forget who's X, I forget who's Y. Um, but there are 6 different permutations. This is math and science put together. There's 6 different possibilities of what can happen. There could be the 2 normal ways, X, Y, X, X. But if you paid attention in science, some things can go haywire. You know, I had a friend who gave birth to a daughter whose hand stopped growing. And so she came out with a stumpy hand. That's just her genetics. Like they literally said, like, this code in her body stopped coding, basically. And so her hand stopped growing. There are people who are born without a brain. Of course, they die. There are people who are born with their guts outside their body. There are people who are like, there are so many different things that can happen during this primitive thing called birth, primitive thing called pregnancy. And we don't know. So to say there's only 2 ways God said, God ain't said shit to you about that. He did not. There's a lock and a key, yes. I don't understand why some locks go together. I don't understand why some keys go together, because I know on a scientific thing that makes no sense. However, humans are humans. Humans just don't make sense. Humans don't make sense. So if a lock and a lock go together, if a lock and a key go together, if a key and a key go together, if a key don't want a lock or a key and they just want to be by themselves, I don't care. It doesn't do anything to me. It's their life. So it's what it is. Ah, thank you, Kylie, for that mic drop, girl. But that's what it is. Like, life is different. And it's so interesting because I was watching a documentary on Polynesian boys, and like some of them are treated, some of them that are born feminine, they're treated feminine. They're treated as if they're girls. And that's how they feel. And it's like, okay, cool. That's you. I'm not trying to marry you. I don't want you. So that doesn't mess with my life. And even if I did want you, you want what you want. You know, because I know plenty of women. I don't know plenty of women personally, but I've seen them where women are like, they're attracted to gay men. I'm like, that's the stupidest thing to ever be attracted to, because they don't want you. They don't want you. However, there are bisexual men, so, who seem like they're gay, but they're actually bisexual. It's weird. Humans are humans. They do different things. I don't know why we're talking about this, but we're moving on. Okay, so Karoline, like I said, Karoline did not want to get her hands dirty. That's interesting. So what is Melania here to do? That's so funny. Be best. What is Melania? Well, obviously she's here to make money. What is she here to do? That's a really good question. All right, so what are we using? What is Melania here to do? Are we continuing with these? Okay, cool. Let's get it. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sticker, boo. Thank you for the sticker. You know, it's weird. People swear things have to be the same way, but one thing I know, humans are different. They're not the same. Some people ain't even human. Let's not go there. That's interesting. This guy went and got her. Page of Cups. Y'all, this is Narco Coolio. Narco Coolio went and knocked on Melania's door and was like, hello, we need you here. Can you please come from Switzerland? I need you to run interference. Okay. Uh-oh. Wait, you talking about me trying to say who y'all? Wait, I don't know what it is, girl. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't know which one it was. All right, so this is really interesting. So she came here to help the poor peasants, right? So she's like, all right, but don't forget to pay me because this is a pentacle. And it seems, like I said, run interference. Here's the temperance card. I forgot what they said she was here to do. Can anybody research real quick what Melania is here to do? because there's something she just... Oh no, there's a TV show coming out. Amazon's going to do a TV show of her again. Listen, Be Best was her 1.0 campaign. Be Best, and I was like, who wrote that for you? I know Obama didn't, because you already read her speech. Yeah, why was she talking, folks? Like, how long she been? Okay, Be Best. That girl said, I never had to talk. Stop. Okay, stop. Sorry, my brain went so dirty just then. Okay. Woo, okay. Okay, let me just get it out. These lips weren't made for talking. Okay, it's out. All right. Yeah, they went and got a workhorse. Okay, Michelle would never. Yeah, so they went and got her to do the work. But this is also something interesting. Ooh. Yeah. Um, she's moving. I was gonna say it in a drug term. I only know drug terms because I watch movies. And she's moving weight. She's moving stuff in and out the house. She's moving stuff. Moving stuff. Okay. Oh, 555. I missed it. She's moving. She's doing work. It's not just about showing up and like, look, I be best. This wasn't that. I would check her luggage. Let's put it that way. She moving around in places she should not be because she's just a wife. She wasn't elected. You know, she should not be in certain documents, and she's moving stuff. You know, preparing. Why is she in the safe? Why is she in the, allegedly for entertainment purposes only? Why is she in the safe? She's moving stuff. She's in the safe. I think she was sent there for work. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm pausing because I'm trying to figure out while I'm talking, who? Is it Benny Boy? Benny looks like the dough boy. And then he has this little yarmulke thing on, but he wears it in a stupid way. I could be wrong. Don't get offended. But his is just this big ass white thing just plastered on his head. And I'm like, what about your religion says kill 50 pallies a day? What about your religion says that? I'm pretty sure it's not in the Torah to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so, and to be like, he's a Zio, okay, that means you don't believe in an actual religion, therefore you don't actually have one. So you're not really Jewish, then. You're just maniacal, evil, a total shit. You know what I mean? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Not just intelligence, but yeah, intelligence. You know, like I think of intelligence like swords and internet, but like literally documents. Remember, Homeboy had all those boxes in his toilet room. Well, guess what? He's not here anymore. I'm gonna keep saying that because it's true. He's not here anymore, and you can tell it by the way that they move that man doesn't actually exist, right? They have him doing decorations and rallies, but if you ever zoom in on rallies, they're all fuzzy, they're all messed up. You can catch people looking jacked the F up. If you like I said, if you go to my Purpose Brand Coach channel, I have some videos up there of that last one, that police rally, and it was like, you gotta be kidding me. What? Okay. She's gonna try to clear her name. Yes, 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 yes. And it's so apparent she doesn't live there. Obviously not. I think she's in a different country, to be honest. Talking about somebody said y'all were looking for me. Here I go. Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you what I meant by this rap real quick. If I can get to the pictures, because my daughter and I share a cloud, and she kills me with all the pictures she takes. And she's like, Mom, why do you have so many pictures of T-Rump? And I'm like, I don't know. I got to get them out my phone. I got to get them out my phone. All right, so let's you come back, baby. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. Hopefully I can show you. Hopefully I can show you. Okay, let me booty bump, booty bump, booty bump. Oh my gosh. Okay, so wait, hold on. Let me show you this real quick. This is so interesting. Did y'all see that Mitchie video that they're propagating as if it's real? Where they say he's just sitting there the whole time? Does that look like Mitchie Poo? Okay, say no with me. All right, good. That does not look like Mitchie Poo at all. And what's this extra thing around his neck? That is... I looked at that video, and I watched that video, and I watched that video, and I watched that video. That's not Mitchie Poo. So they're trying to say that was from the last time he was in office. Baby, this ain't a real person. This is what I'm saying. They propagate AI so much. It's so annoying. Okay. So, what is this? Hold on. Okay, so this was another one. So you see, this is your girl Nat, right? Natalie. This is an uber embarrassing video they have of her. And they're showing her running after the Rumps cart, right? But look at this picture. None of these pictures ever hold up to the test because they're AI. Screenshot anything on a video. You know, I'm not even talking about hands because hands look weird. But look at this. Look how dark that shadow is under her hat. That doesn't make sense, right? And if you're like, oh, that's her sunglasses. Okay, cool. How come it is of a different texture than the rest of the video? In fact, there are other parts to it. I can't show them to you because I don't know where they are. There are other parts to it, to some of this blackness, that is a different texture than the rest of the video. Yeah, it's horrific. It's like super grainy. All right, so that's supposed to be Nat. I'm going to show you a picture that's going to make you laugh. So somebody caught him yawning, and then they go, look at Voldemiller, seen here daring Photoshop novices to use him as practice. Oh my God, this thread was so funny. You should have seen some of the things that they helped him do. It's so... okay. This will make you feel better. Look at this. That is a Texas constable, first of all. What? In America, we call them cops. So I don't know where 11 Alive is from, but we never call a cop a constable. But anyway. But look what he's doing. He is covering flock cameras. He said, you're surveilling people without warrants. So he covered them. That should make you feel good. I told y'all, there's things happening. People are fighting back. All right, do your part. And if it's like sending $5 to Ossoff in Tallarico, do what you got to do. Okay. I'm not going to show you all my grinder things that I took from the RNC crashes and stuff. So then this picture, this is the picture that was super weird to me. This is the one I wanted you to see. Oh, snap. What I just draw? Okay. Y'all see the top picture. It's black and white, right? That is Emmett Till and his mama. Now, I want you to see Miss Christine at the bottom. Why that lady look like her? Oh my gosh. When I tell you we are in the redo of every piece of American history, Nolan favors Emmett and Miss Christine favors Emmett's mama. Like, to the black Asian look. Like, it's down. Like, they got it. It is crazy. It is so crazy. Now, what was I looking for? Booty work, booty work, booty, booty, booty work. Oh my God, this is the snake guy. Him. He's a reptilian. Look at his eyes. This was the guy that was with Satan. He just got busted doing SA on his grandson. Oh no, or just a regular child. Somebody else, I guess, got busted on that. Doesn't he look like a serpent? Look at his eyes. Who has eyes like that? I'm telling you, reptilians are real, y'all. Reptilians are real. I didn't believe it. I believe it now. Oh, it was a grandson on a cruise? Girl, they didn't even say who. Little picture. Wow. Okay. I think. Oh, okay. Now, talking about AI again, real quick. Okay, y'all know that girl Kelly? Kelly Loeffler. I don't know what her name is. Okay. She look like, right? Okay. She's the girl in red. Lady in red. All right. So, I want you real quick. I'm going to show you another. This is her in red. Does she have an enormous neck? Absolutely. She has she's a giraffe, right? So she's that lady. She has a weird neck, and yes, all these stripes and stuff are because I took a picture of my computer screen. Um, it's weird. It is weird. Okay, but did y'all see the video of her? That's not her. I swear I felt like I was watching Men in Black, where the roach guy was trying to fit in a body. Y'all, oh my God, I gotta find her. Have y'all seen her walk? The real Kelly knows how to walk in heels. I watched her walk in heels. She knows how to do it. This thing right here, and that's not her. That's not her. That neck is way too long. That neck is not the same girl. Listen, I'm gonna show you a picture. I'm gonna show you the picture. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Wait. I'm gonna show you. I promise. Wait, hold on. You see? That's her neck. Wait, hold on. Ah, God, I wish this was TikTok because I could actually shrink them. Um, one that will fit in here. Booty work, booty. Nope. Booty work. Oh yeah. My medicines have worn away. Okay. Now, mind you, this might have been some Photoshop on this Loeffler interview thing. Um, but you see, her neck is just not that long. But when you watch her walk, I gotta show you. If okay, do y'all want to see it? If you want to see it, I'm gonna show it to you real quick. If not, you gotta put hearts. If you want to see her walk, I'm gonna show you her walk. But you gotta put hearts so that I know you want to see it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna show you because you don't want to see it. We gotta get to the next reading. But if you want to see it, tap the screen or something to let me know you're there because I know everybody can't talk because you didn't hit subscribe yet, and you have to be a subscriber for at least 20 minutes to talk to me. Um, So I don't see any hearts. So y'all don't want to see it. Go on YouTube and look it up. Watch that alien one. And you're going to go, who was that? Who was that? Um, it's okay. We're not going to get into the Nolan stuff. We're just going to keep moving on. But, oh, that's what I was showing you. I was going to show you the cop stuff. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Booty work. Oh my God. Why is this in my head? When did I do the video? Ugh, that serpent scares me. I got to get him out my phone. Yo. Y'all remember when I read on Lindsay's case, I said it was going to be like a hung jury or a mistrial. Whoa, I think they're going for that. I really, really think they're going for that. She has so many pictures of her friends in my phone. It's not right. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Yeah, I don't have any screen still shots of that in here. Okay, so yeah, it's all a video. So you'll have to go on my other channel if you want to see that. Uncle JB walking at the end of what brother in Texas? What brother in Texas? No, I saw her walking. I saw that video. Oh my God, it was so scary. All right. Ooh, let me put these back down before I get a headache. Girl, I meant to read on that. I did, but I'm not feeling the energy to read on it tonight, so I'll probably do that. I don't. I'm going live with someone tonight because I'm trying to talk to people, not just talk at people. Um, so I'll be live with Sherry, the swamp lady. I forget what she calls herself. I'll be live with her tonight. She does personal readings. I have some little sassy cards coming in, so hopefully they get in time for me to clean it. Girl, so why those twins were like worse than Dennis the Menace? It's 10 o'clock. They go live at 10 o'clock. So obviously I'll be on time. I'll be on time. Um, but yeah, they're worse than Dennis the Menace. How do you have a rap sheet by like 13? Yeah, they were so wow. It is wild. And none of that was admitted into court. It's crazy. Like the boy said, I don't know. Something's interesting. Oops, let me lose this fuzzy stuff. Something's really interesting because the star card made me palm her because I was trying to keep shuffling. So the star card, I think, I don't know. I think there's a change of destiny here because while he killed the boy, he didn't actually like kill him. You know what I mean? Like J. Megan had a great video. Unfortunately, she lost her account. But she had a great video where she talks about what happened under the tent. But she also talks about the fact that the blade of the knife was 2 inches. Yet the depth of, I'm sorry, y'all, I have this thing balanced so wrong, and so it's like heavy on one side. But that the depth of the wound was 3 inches, and that the wounding was made going up, right? So the guy fell on him. We've seen it. We've seen it in movies where like you're wrestling with a gun or something basically, and then it goes off and then somebody gets shot, right? We've seen that. So it's kind of like the boy, I think he pulls out the knife and then the other one lunges forward, but didn't see him with a knife. So like, and that makes sense about how it went deeper than the blade actually is. Because he had the forward momentum. Because that was the other thing she was talking about, was like the kid was like down. He's down. So like he was sitting. So the other guy, it was weird. And then you find out that they were like worse than Dennis the Menace. Like they were, if you've ever watched Ed, Ed and Eddie, they were like the sisters. Those blue black sisters. They were so menacing. And very racist. Because they were doing it to like, and see, they tried to hide that shit. They wouldn't let you see that about them. They were trying to keep out their pugnacious nature out of the story. And then, like, I just saw a video before I got on here of them sharing a text message from Carmelo that didn't get in there before. And they're like, see, he sent this to them. And that message was older and it was sent to somebody else. Now, mind you, the boy shouldn't have sent it. He feels like a gamer who talks cash shit. You know, he feels like a gamer who talks cash shit. Like, boy, shut up. Like, you're not big and bad. Like that kind of kid. but it doesn't even pertain to this case because it wasn't about those kids. And yet they're trying to portray it as if it's about those kids. It's the same hit piece that they're doing to Nolan. Um, it'll be really interesting. I'm not going to read on it right now, uh, especially because I don't want to invite the energy of the other person. Yeah, I mean, first of all, the kid has to live with the fact that he kind of sort of did, and I'm going to say kind of sort of because he held a knife, therefore having a knife helped this thing actually be what it is. So he did kill somebody. And now he has to live with that. And I think that's such a great punishment for him in the first place. Because you never think you're going to kill somebody. Like, you just don't. Like, it just... I mean, I'll go mama bear over my kids. But to just do something, I don't... You never know... Until you're in those situations, you never know what you're going to do. You know? So it's just terrible. Like, everything's trash about the whole situation. He held the knife, so he should get punishment for it. However, if they're able to argue as self-defense, then it should be time served, to be honest. Because those kids have a reputation. They really do. And they had no business bothering him for the rest of the story. And then when you see the stuff, Jesus, cut myself. When you see the actual footage of the video, like, Jay is so good. She looks at AI like I do. Exactly. When you see the footage of the tent stuff, they doctored it. You can see where things don't line up anymore. The poles don't line up. She's so good at looking at it like I am. But we do see this. Like, there's no winners here. Somebody's dead. That is true. So there's no winners here. The boy took a life. Whether he meant to or not, he did. And that's on him. Like, that's on his conscience for the rest of his life. So that is true. So there really are no winners whatsoever. And then who knows what horrors he has seen in adult prison, even though he wasn't an adult. He got tried as one. So who knows what horrors he's you know, some of them, listen, I saw a clip on Fleece Johnson. I would say, fortunately, he's not in jail anymore, but the way that he salivated over getting the booty, I think he needs to be back in jail, because what if he's doing that to people on the outside? Like he has a proclivity now, so, and he loves to take it from people who are fighting. And so I saw that on like a Scared Straight or something, and I was like, oh my God, this is gross. I'll never date a guy who went to prison. Sorry, never, because I don't want to know if you had to fight. Nope. Anyway, I just can't. My imagination lets me down all the time. It just brings up pictures. I'm a non-visual person until I need to see something I don't want to see. But anyway, so the two of wands here, his plans ruined, because I think he was supposed to go to college. I think he got accepted to a college. That's gone. Obviously, the kid is dead. The other kid is dead. A twin living without a twin. That's a terrible thing. It is. So it's terrible all around, right? It's just bad. It's just bad. And, you know, things are incomplete, you know. But what's going to happen? I will say the judgment didn't go right. It just didn't. So I'm glad he is getting somebody else. That judge sucked ass, and he was emotionally manipulative with his job. He had hidden agendas, and his hidden agenda was to put that black boy behind bars. And he did not allow the jury to even consider self-defense. But this is the Eight of Swords in reverse. He might find his freedom, like his time served freedom. I would still be scared because racist gone racist. But it could happen. It could happen. I'll eventually read on it another time. I do see that if he does get out, they're moving for sure. Three of Wands. Yeah. Maybe moving as far as leaving the country. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles, like, giddy up, get out. So that could happen. It could happen. It could happen that it's time served. It could happen You know, it'll never leave his record. It did happen. So, like, he's not going to get a fresh start, but looks like there is going to be some kind of headway, some kind of evidence that's going to come out that will help him um, lessen the charges. Because 35 years? Are you serious? I can see if it was malicious, but 35 years? It wasn't malicious. They don't see value in black people. And that's why I say I try not to think about it, because I try not to crash out. Because when you start thinking about this whole country and how fucked up it really is, it makes you want to crash out. And I don't want to crash out. I'm going to keep going forward. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, Miss B Best. What are you doing? We read on her. But okay, so is she doing it for... Okay. Girl. Miss B Best. She's not free. She's not free. She's not free at all. Interesting. Like, she might be making money, but she's not free. Oh, there's 3 cards, not 2. Okay, well, I'll show you the first 2 I got. And the Devil and the Truth. And then the next card that came out, oh, that makes so much fucking sense. The Lovers. She's not free at all. She is bound to these people just like he is. Or was. So, she's not free. They make her dance. They puppet master her. That's why she wants to get out of here. So, who is it? That's a really good question. Here's what I saw. Some things wanted to be seen. Okay, so first off, there's a 6 of Swords. She wants to get the hell up out of Dodge. Okay? She wants to leave. She's like, please, end this thing. Please say he's dead already, so I can just go to Switzerland, where I can't be extradited for anything. I just want to leave. That's what she want to do. But again, and she has to pretend the emperor is alive, and she has to come and show up and do the things that they're telling her to do. Like, you know, feed the bullshit to the public. Like, look, I be best. I make wishes happen. I take care of people. But meanwhile, she's stealing. I mean, there's strategy to it. So maybe she took it for herself. That's what she's doing. She's trying to protect herself. She's trying to protect herself. Queen of Swords. She's been advised to. I think Susie advised her to. That's interesting. Oh. I think she's hiding some of those files that might have her name in it. That's what she's stealing. And yes, that's Izzy Baby, y'all. The Star in Reverse. Izzy Baby has copies of all of this, by the way. Yeah, I love how they like try to pretend like they're for education. Meanwhile, you have... You just spread education all across. That reminds me, I need to read on Brooke. Okay. So, this is the 2 of Wands, plans. Listen, when I say that lady is like, hurry the F up, say he's dead, please, Four of Swords. So I can forget about this life. I want to leave. I want to walk away. I just want to go. I want to go. But her chain keeps getting pulled. And it's really interesting about it because this is the Four of Wands here, which is our House of White card. And this is Macron. Macron. Ooh. Wait. Hold on. Why is this returning? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is our November 2-4 shenanigans. And getting a fresh life to it. This follows Macron and the House of White. The rebirth, the fresh life towards the November 2-4. Oh, snap. The evidence is coming out. Matter of fact, it's already here and being examined. Macron. What? And it feels like it's because they can't let this country die because everybody else will die with it. They're not yet extricated from us. Almost. But people still need America, just like America still needs people. Again, I'm telling y'all, people had their roles. They've been collecting information. They've been sewing it all together. Notice how many pentacles that is. Queen of Pentacles, right? Page of Pentacles, right? Eight of Pentacles, right? Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so what is that? 4, 5? 4? 4 cards with the Pentacles. Okay? Anything else in here? We got a lot of cups, though. Because she's sick of her chain being pulled. That's it. All right, so. Yeah, that's a lot of. Ooh. Cup, cup, wand, wand, cup. Oh, sword, wand, cup. Yeah, there's a lot of cup. She's tired of them pulling her chain. However, she got to be best. So we got Narco, Julio. Why is this Queen of Cups coming back up with him? Oh, she came with him too. Is she going to threaten them? Is she going to... Okay, why does Be Best and Macron come together? Come together right now. Over me. Because I got a Page of Wands and a Knight of Wands. These are ready, set, go. I got the chain setting dinner table at the Congress. Ready, set, go. I got the Five of Wands in reverse. To me, that feels like rising up to the challenge as opposed to just being beat down with the challenge. There's a lot of wand energy over here. So I just saw the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands. What's this fire energy? More Pentacles. And the Sun. I'm wondering. Oh, I'm getting so many chills. Okay, and then the cards that was poking out that I was going to get to. Ace of Pentacles. Yep. And the Judgment card. Yep. And then the Two of Pentacles. Yes. I think she is taking a kill switch with her. Ooh, Jen. Sorry, something's in my throat. That makes sense. Because I just saw the Two of Pentacles. That makes sense. Is Miss Be Best? Why these Pentacles? Pentacles, Pentacles. There's something long cooking. And y'all know I've used that for the November 2-4. I'm wondering, because I'm getting chills about it. I'm, yeah. Nine of Swords, washing her hands, don't want dirt on her hands. I think she's taking proof that he was illegitimate. I think she's taking proof with her that he's illegitimate. And there's a Chariot. She's preparing, and Seven Pentacles again. Rusia and the Three of Pentacles. She's taking proof of what happened. I'm wondering, because not exactly. It's about leverage. This is a Four of Cups card. Refusing the offer because the offer is a fake one. It's not up to par. It's not what she had before. Because in this particular deck, this is a painting versus the real cups on her mantle. So this is rejecting the fake. First of all, that's what I want to ask. God, hold on. The Ace of Cups came back. The Five of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Look at all these cups. And a King of Cups. Okay. And a Nine of Cups. Oh my gosh. Like, it's literally the King and the Nine. The Knight. Okay. Cups are not just emotional cards. Mind you, she is kind of an emotional wreck because her son is stupid. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. That's what she's doing. Leverage. Duh. Leverage. To get her son out of trouble. Oh my God. Okay. Them tape people, right? We talked about this yesterday, how they threatened Antonio, Narco Coolio's son. Yeah. I don't think that's the only son who got threatened. You know what I mean? So, she's taking leverage. That's why she popped up. Because they've been asking her to come back, and she wouldn't come back. But now she, oh yeah, I'll come back. Of course, pay me, but I'll come back. So, but she had something up her sleeve in her coming back. And it was definitely to be manipulative. She's getting her leverage. This is the Magician. This is her mama card, basically. Like, I got to take care of my son. She only has one that we know of. Okay? Well, I mean, it's like when she stepped out and was like, I was not call girl. It's like, but you were. Because you weren't Einstein, and that's what your visa said. Okay? So is she using a double? Of course she is. Duh. This Chariot is a yes card. It's in the reverse. First of all, because nobody cares, right? Except whoever's watching her very closely. But the Queen of Swords is here, and the Magician card is here, and the Queen of Wands is here. I do feel she's being protected, right? So Susie's watching out for her. You know, like, oh, no, this is her, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I do think, but that Russell guy, that VOUGHT dude, you know, he's very astute. He had the nickname of the Grim Reaper. He's astute. He's too busy, you know, trying to turn us into some kind of Christian thing. But it's white Christian, so it's not really Christian at all, because Jesus wasn't white. But yeah, so she's helping herself actually instead of helping other people. So she is like so unlikable. God, it's weird. But what did she say? I don't care, do you? She don't give a shit. That girl was like, do you know where I came from? I don't need you to like me. I got money. Like, for real though. For real though. Because she's Queen of Pentacles, yo. I don't need you to like me. I got money. And I got plans. She's trying to get the hell up out of here. There's that Magician card again. I don't think it's going to work, honey. I don't think it's going to work the way you think it is. Listen, don't cross nobody. I'm telling y'all, we in that gangster area where they start knocking people off. This is what part of the story we're in. This is what part of the story we're in. Notice that people are being knocked off. Except the one who keeps pretending like he is. Cry wolf somewhere. Oh, speaking of knocked off, I don't know. I hope she's not going the route of Princess Diana. You know what I mean? See, that's the thing. You can't threaten people. These people are dark and dangerous. You can't threaten people. Girl, yes. You can't threaten people. Look at that. There's the sun. Like, don't threaten me, is like what I'm hearing. However, on one hand, too, this is also her taking action. But I feel like this is like, girl, don't play with fire. Don't play with fire. Exactly. Because I'm telling you, Toddy boy, I know some of y'all say y'all don't feel no energy from him. Listen, if you let that boy get a foothold, he knows some dirty people who make you disappear. If y'all remember, bar, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, his hot tub had acid in it. The kind of acid they used in the 60s and 70s to make people disappear. And we're not talking about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Okay? So, that man knows people. He knows people. All right? He knows the seedy kind of people. Oh, sweet ass. And he knows how to make things happen. Girl, yes. It was in the files, child. Dirty Behind Bar in a Sebring house or something. You know, that place where airplanes can land and nobody cares who's on them. That place where DT got a huge parcel of land for $1. Yeah. Whoo-wee. This is interesting because the choices she's making, there's illusion to it. Like, okay, who is that? Okay, yeah, Three of Swords. That's heartbreak. Because here's the thing, in Seven of Swords, I think they know she's taking stuff. And it feels like I'm very disappointed in you for going that far. Because this Wheel of Fortune is telling me, like, nah, girl, you can't pass go. You can't collect $200 as you help yourself. Six of Pentacles. Toddy is, like, listen, I know people say he don't have energy. Toddy's, don't let him get a foothold. That's all I got to say. All right, okay, hold on. We got to get moving. Because why am I reading on her? All right, so Melly Mel's is, she is trying to get leverage, trying to help her son. But that's the thing. She's trying to be a magician, trying to make that mama magic happen. But it just feels like, and I get chills behind that, it feels like they know how to threaten your son. They know how to threaten your son. There's a Nine of Swords trying to wipe her hands clean of this. And the Eight of Wands, she's trying to move real fast, real quick. But here's the thing. Look who's peeking. It's the Tower. The first time or second time out today is the Tower. She's trying to leave. She's trying to get up out of there. But her son is her hold up. Wait. Like I said, Susie's trying to help her. And this is really interesting. I guess she likes her a little bit or feels sorry for her or something. But she does like her a little bit. All right. The hell was that? Y'all, I'm telling you, the energies, bro. Like, it moved across the top of my room. There's nothing to move across. Like, whoa. Okay. Her son is in it with the tape boys. They got something on them. We got the Five of Pentacles, y'all. They got something on them. It's really interesting that they threatened Narco and not T-Rump. You know what I mean? But they know. I bet they know. I bet they know. There's some big energy here that they have. But there's a Three of Cups, because remember, they were trying to be the new Jeffries. So there's this Three of Cups there. And then there was something else. Oh, yeah, right behind here. They know. The Death card. They know. They know. Oh, wabba weeba. And they just might tell somebody. They know. They know. They know. They know. They know. Hey, baby. Why you always come on when I'm about to get off? Because I done been on too long. We done been on almost 3 hours now. I got to get off in 5 minutes. All right. So, I'm almost done with the card. It's just spirit be taking us places. I'm glad you're picking up the fact that they're erratic. People think they're being diabolical and intent and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, honey, this is chickens with their head cut off. They are erratic. Erratic. Okay? That's why they push that boy in. Because they need him to cover their tracks and give them blanket whatever he's going to try to give them. But honey, he's going down too. Toddy Waddy is going down too because Fang has her fangs out. And trust me, the hackers are waiting for an opening to grab all of them files. All right, so let's see. We got Natalie, we got Karoline. We didn't do Grandpa Jerry. Okay, I'll do the Sussexes probably for some gossip tomorrow if I go live after, because I think they only go live for like an hour. So if we're live, I'll probably come on live. So I'll probably do that. Yeah, Fang got her fangs out. I love it. Ooh, I do want to read. Sorry. Oh, gosh, now I got the burpees. I do want to read on Eric Swally. I say things wrong so that it's not picked up by these crawlers. But I do want to read on him. Not today. We'll put him down for the next list. Where are we? Yeah, they are definitely acting erratic. Mayor Jason. Is Mayor Jason our leader? Did he use code? Ooh. That's interesting. We have a Five of Swords here in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. That's interesting. Okay, so it's challenging people he's not supposed to be challenging, basically. He's turned his, he reminds me of the scorpion I threw out of my house. Didn't throw, swept him out. And he went spinning like a disc. But then when he landed, he turned around, tail up, and was coming right back at me. That's what Major feels like. He feels like the Air Force guy who got arrested for the second time. Um, he's not done fighting, but that fight is on something different. So I just want to know, is he, thank y'all, by the way, for the likes. Oh my God, our likes outnumber our watchers. That's beautiful. But we do have a full card here. We have a full card in reverse, and we do have some smoke and mirrors. Nope, that's a decision. He made a decision. A very, very, very clear, non-delusional decision with the Seven of Cups. He knows that he will get stopped, but he is willing to sacrifice himself. That's interesting, the chills I'm getting on this. He is sacrificing himself. Wow, 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 wow. Why is he sacrificing himself? For the tower. So, he's sacrificing himself for the thing that we've been avoiding for the very long time, the tower. He wants it down. There's temperance. I told y'all, whenever I see temperance, that is spirit saying, my turn. Let's fix this shit. Okay. Oh, and the Ace of Pentacles back there saying, yes. And the Four of Wands. So the Ace of Pentacles, the word there, Ace of Pentacles. So let's look at it. There we go. That's a big old yes. And success, by the way. That's a success card. And then the Four of Wands. Where'd you go? The Four of Wands. Oh, I saw something else. Hold on. I just saw the Three of Pentacles. He's not doing this alone. Oh, yeah. Five of Pentacles, sorry. But he's not doing this alone. He's sacrificed, as I said. He sacrificed himself. He got a big loss. He is losing his everything will be reinstated. In fact, he will be a freaking hero when this is done if he doesn't take himself out. Hopefully not. Okay. This is just a time he has to endure because the devil is there. You know what I mean? The devil is in the White House. That's just how it works. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. But that's interesting. Look at all these fives. Fives are about change. Okay? Their struggle, their challenge, but that means change. Change not easy, but change. So we have that Five of Swords here. We have the Five of Pentacles here. And y'all remember this came up before, but we had 3 fives in a row. We have the Five of Wands. So this is definitely about challenging things, not going with the status quo. And the judgment is he's all right with his soul. He needed to do this. He needed to call out his brothers, sisters in arms. It's go time. But I think somebody demanded, the star in reverse, the blue star country, demanded he get dealt with. So take him off the street because he's too dangerous. But there's a truth here. He speaks the truth. He wills the truth. This is the sword of Excalibur, the truth. And he's talking truth to power. So even though he's going to be put on hold, solitary, whatever, even though he's going to be put on hold, this is a consequence that needed to happen. He wasn't afraid of it, but he will be saved. His honor, all of this will be restored and it will be saved. Don't worry about him in that case, right? People are keeping track. Again, Queen of Swords, they're keeping track. King of Swords, legally, they're keeping track. He is at the top of the list of restoration. All right. So, I told you, it looks like nothing's happening, but everybody has a job and it's being done. Okay. So, was he signaling? Am I using these? No, I'm using clays for my boy. Let's use the clays. By the way, this is one of the decks that I will be giving away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So it won't be given to people who just subscribe. It will be given to people who are chatty Cathy's with me, people who engage. So go ahead and hit like and subscribe. If you hit subscribe now, you won't get to talk to me today because I'm not staying on for another 20 minutes. That's what I'm telling myself, okay? But next time I come on, you'll be able to talk to me. I have to put that up because people, you know, they're rude. They're rude, they're racist, they're bots. And so the 20 minutes is a barrier. Some people wait 20 minutes to be rude and nasty, but then it's shame on you. Like, why would you wait 20 minutes to spew your hate? Ugh, that sounds desperate. All right, so yeah, you saw him seeing his name written in the history books? Of course. Not even just in the history books. Like, he will literally be elevated amongst the ranks. He's going to have a place named after him for standing up to fascism when other people wouldn't, you know? So, girl, they are working, twerking. Yes, they are. All right, so let me see. Major Jason. I think his name is Jason. If not, Spirit knows what I'm talking about. Major Jason, because um, was he? Hold on. Let me ask the question. Y'all, seriously, he's about to hit hard times, but he has hope. And yes, he was a signal. Look who came out. The Chariot. Y'all know these are our uniforms. He was the signal. I'm getting chills like so sorry, honestly. Nicole! He was a signal, the major. So the Chariot is go time. Now here's the beautiful thing. Y'all saw the fives, right? Well, guess what? They're back. And guess what they're back doing? They're in reverse this time. So this isn't the end of him. This isn't the last we'll see of him. This isn't the last we'll know of him. And he will not be out in the cold. I'm telling you, he didn't do this by himself. There are people behind him. He's good. He's good. Okay. He's good. He just has to endure for a second. And he knew this. He's good. Because he is not with this treason. He is not with the treason. He is not with the betrayal of the country of the oath. He is not for any of this. He had to stand up. But for him to come out a second time, that was definitely a signal. And as y'all saw, Major Arcana hit the table. Chariot card. It's go time. It is go time. He did it for the people. He did it for the country. And he did it against the abuse of power. It is go time. And in fact, he abused his power too. Because as a uniformed personnel, he's not allowed to speak out. This is literally in their book. He knew it meant the Briggs. He knew it meant losing his pension. He knew it meant dishonorable discharge. He knows that because it is literally written. I looked it up when this first happened. They can't say shit, right, against the regime. So he abused his power to speak by standing up and speaking out against these people. And that's a hero. That's a hero. And what's beautiful about this hero is there is a new day coming for him. The truth will be seen. The light will be seen. We're not in this forever, y'all. We really, really aren't. I promise you we're not. We're not going to be 20 years doing this. We'll be reeling from it for 20 years, rebuilding for 20 years, but we are not going to be under their thumb for 20 years because as much as I think Americans are stupid sometimes, a lot of times, we're still American. And we have a problem with being told what to do eventually. Don't believe me? COVID's out there again. Anybody wearing a mask? Okay. Yeah. So this is the truth, the light. He is going to be successful in what he does. This will be restoration. He will have that again. Restoration because of the Four of Cups. Because he rejected the illegal orders and he stood for the oath, he will be restored as well. He's fine. He is fine. He just has to endure. That's all. He just has to endure. He just has to endure. That's it. That's it. That's it. He just has to endure. And unfortunately, that's easier said than done. But I hope he stays here because he has to endure. He just has to. He doesn't need to be a martyr. Oh, but he is definitely a guiding light, and he's here on purpose. Like literally, for purpose. All right, so we're going to leave there because that's a really good place to leave. Big ups to Major Jason. Y'all send him some love, light, and energy to endure what he's having to endure. Send it all behind him. Send it in front of him. Send it around him. and others who are about to do the same thing. Everybody has a job. And some people have been putting it off, but I think it's go time. All right. So we got a few more things that we didn't get to today, and we'll get through that another day. We have to talk about Stupid Zuck of Meta. We have to talk about What the Flock and uh, the AI bubble and the Sussexes moving to um, the UK. Alrighty, so that's some of those things that we have to talk about. Oh, and Swally World. I do want to talk about Eric Swally World because they just took all his stuff. So I'm like, what was on there? All right, so um, you know, Major Jason's just on his Dark Night of the Soul time. He's getting to know who he is. He's getting to know what he stands for, and just wish him love. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes, the loves. You guys want to tap in, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way, by the time we come live again, you can come join the conversation. Give us your first name and be part of the community. Speaking of community, by the way, y'all, I do have one that's beginning next month. The information's in the description. It's called The Grove. In that community, we will not be talking about politics, honey, but we will be talking about our own growth, our own spirituality, our own journeys, and practicing. We will definitely have practice with some spiritual things such as clairvoyance, remote viewing, stuff like that. We will be doing that. It is $47 a month. There will be 2 live sessions a month. You will either choose a Tuesday or you will choose a Saturday. I'm keeping them small, so they're 10 each. And but we will all be in the same Discord. I'll be in the same Discord and talking in there. So I hope you check it out. And then if you are in your journey and you want to be with other people also in their journey, then the Grove is something that may be for you. Check it out. It's right there in my description. I'll probably put it as a pin post right after this. If you missed any of this reading, I promise you want to see it. If you missed last night reading, I promise you want to see it. It's under the live tab. As for this one, wait for me to hit publish to public, and then you'll be able to go ahead and scroll to the beginning and watch it from the beginning. Put it on as a podcast while you get ready, while you take a shower, because it's some good shit in there, I promise. I do have a moment on my soapbox. Anyway, bye, y'all. Jen, I'm so excited for the Grove, too. See you there.